We are Fellowship Gaming, here to entertain you with yet another tale of daring, disaster, and dimwits. So please grab your favorite drink and perhaps a snack and let us regale you with the songs of our misdeeds. Tonight we are playing Torg Eternity, which is a card-supported D20 multiverse system. If you would like to join us during our live stream, head over to Twitch and give us a follow in order to be a part of our live chat.
I have cool announcements, guys. So, thank you to everyone for following us on Twitch and watching us on Twitch. We are now what's termed an affiliate, which just means that there's going to be ads now. We're trying to figure out how that's going to work. Try to make it not as disruptive for you guys. One of the things we are working on is potentially if you are a subscriber, you won't see the ads. We're working on stuff like that. Please bear with us, be patient as we go through this weird process of now Twitch thinks we're important and amazing, so we need ads. So, yeah, it's awesome, and we're going to be announcing not tonight. We're still discussing some things for what to do with by getting our 50 followers on Twitch. I think the current vote is a watch party on our non-normal days. So it would be an off day for our stream, which is either a Thursday or a Saturday.
Not going to be a Thursday.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
As the memorial for Xavier continues on, Wyatt bows his head and says, "I believe I'm needed back in Orosh. I wish you luck,
Yes.
fellow Storm Knights. And we may see each other again."
Nice to
And
meet
he
you, Wyatt.
picks up his rifle and heads out the door.
We should go where we are needed. On that topic, we're needed in Tokyo City. I hope that's okay.
I'm looking around and I'm like, we are short several Storm Knights.
But some of us are quite tall. Storm. Oh, yeah. Context. English is a difficult language. Yes, I'm gonna be meta. Fuck you all.
I'm okay with it. No. I'm just.
Did
gonna
we
wait.
make it past 15? We made it past 15 seconds. We're good.
Hey, I didn't interrupt the beginning twice. I did really good.
Yeah, no. We've been getting better.
Sarah calling me out for it. She's like, only second worst is than Tony is Casey or you. I don't remember who it was.
I was like, oh no, I'm horrible at this.
I was like, no, yeah, so I'm so bad.
We've been doing this almost for a year and a half. I want to point out, from start to finish, we've gotten much better.
Oh yeah,
we are getting better.
It was our very first Torg episode. It was like 45 minutes of just standard conversation.
Oh, it was bad.
And if I remember correctly, we were just waiting for Fred to show up, which no. Oh, he's there! Hey!
I'm not here.
Oh, that's fair.
At least not mentally.
Fred's like, I'm like, why? I have to go where I'm needed.
See you guys.
He's like, ironically, which is never at home.
Sounds like,
that
wait,
hurts.
we could just leave whenever we want. See ya.
Well, not anymore. We're now affiliated, so you're all slaves.
I'll bring
You
my
keep
whip
your
next
ass
week.
in that seat and give us our 2 cents, Brian.
That's what happens, man.
Anyways.
No, it's kind of an exciting step for us.
We're like, we get the hacker on our team, and we're like, why are ads playing around?
I feel
all
like
the time. How do you think we fund these operations, Storm
so.
Knights?
50 followers.
We don't use possibilities to make money.
I feel like a really fun, inclusive prize may be a floating NPC. So somebody does something, we just put them in every game.
Yeah, I know what you were
Oh.
saying, and my brain was like, why would they need to be floating? Why couldn't they just be on the ground? It has been a very long day.
You know
I
that,
mean,
Jeremiah.
I will admit I have considered that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Wait, considered a PC that's floating around?
or
An
an
NPC,
NPC
Uh-huh.
that ultimately
That
can
rel-
be semi-controlled by our viewers.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's what
Uplift-
Anthony is recommending.
uplifted
and
canine.
I have definitely
So they
considered
they
it.
would talk with one of us, probably myself, maybe Casey, maybe Jeremiah, about building an NPC that is a blank canvas to a degree, and then they're a self-insert into all of our games. So it might be, say for sake of argument, we're doing Pathfinder Second Edition. We haven't been introduced to Sheila Hyde-March yet. And I fear the day we are, but like let's say we go to the lodge, Sheila's there, and then our unnamed NPC is like her assistant. We just insert. In Torg, it's like, hey, I called somebody. I have a connections card. We contact NPC insert.
Okay,
So
like
it's
that.
just ran by the DM of whoever's running the scenario at the time, but it's a recognizable NPC that carries out. And it's kind of like an immortal NPC. If they get into a position where they just leave. They're gone.
That's
Like
understandable.
they purple baby out. They black. So purple baby is the term in 5th edition that you use if you're hand in, hand out, so that they're safe, or if you got to get from point A to point B. Call that purple baby.
I have never heard
I've
that
always
term.
called it
Really?
Yoink.
I mean,
Only
maybe,
sometimes.
maybe.
I've never
So
heard of
we always just called it the mist.
Well,
I mean,
okay.
that's less ominous than
No,
a giant
yoink,
purple hand.
yoink is different. I'm sorry. Yoink is definitely different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yoink
no,
I remember yoink is just what we say when we steal shit. We're like,
because it started off as a Ravenloft
Well, I
campaign, and then just the mist around Ravenloft.
oh, that's
we
right.
just like
in Barovia. Yeah.
someone just walks into the mist and is
it
gone for
disappears,
6
yeah.
episodes, and they come back and they're like, "Where the heck were you?" I have no idea. I have been falling for 30 minutes.
Yeah. It may not be called purple babying. It just may be something that for the last 5
yoink
years
is
my group has done.
yoink
but
is different. So
That's
I'll,
another
I'll,
one
have
of
to, I'll have to Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
Not Snows, but like tropes to see what the actual terminology for it
Yeah.
is. But it effectively just ominous
Yeah, I just
hand
wanna-
reaches
I
in,
understand
picks
what
them
you're
up.
saying, yeah.
Yeah.
It's different than Deus Ex Machina.
It's the
Yeah.
ominous hand of Grimace.
Ooh.
You serve me now.
It's Bigby.
Join McDonald's.
I thought it was like the cat coming and knocking something off the table.
Yeah. Well, that's the fourth wall. The cat. It's like, oh, you.
The cat like
The
just
cat
mon-
knocks shit
monsters-
over. Yeah.
Yeah, monstrous cat comes on the. And you're like, holy crap! I don't want to fight that. Give it
Oh,
scritches.
you know what? Now that I think about it, I think it may just be a reference to my daughter playing with the stuff, and we just call it like babying, because like she would, at like 8 months old or something, if she was sitting on the table or on my lap, she might move something, and like, oh, it just got purple babied or something. That might be what it was.
That's probably valid. It's okay.
But that would have been 13 years ago, so
That happens.
my brain's just, I have amnesia. But anyways, that's an option.
Yeah.
And of course, anybody who's watching any of our videos, especially our shorts, which we all get notifications for, if you have an idea or something that you'd like to comment, we're more than happy to listen to that and make a decision based off of that.
I mean, there are so many of you, and the comments are hard to read through. So
Yeah.
we'll get to you when we can.
Yeah, if we could lose one,
have
so we can keep the comments down to a 5, that would be great. No,
I have not noticed the comments.
well, it's because you're not in any of the videos.
Because
that my
we don't send them to you.
No, it's like because you're not in any of the shorts that my daughter's
Turn
in.
your mic to you, buddy.
Play the romance.
I'm getting
card
chats
on
from
your
Sarah.
mic.
She's like, "Kill Fred for me."
Ryan, play the romance card on your mic.
Please do. That way I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
So back to Casey.
Anyways, that was us all
Wait.
just.
Yeah.
That
Play
was.
the romance card on your mic so you don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Don't play the romance card on Mike. He's not here to defend himself.
Well, his mic's not on either.
He's not so easy to turn on now.
Anyways,
His
we gotta go to
battery's
Tokyo City,
missing.
guys.
Okay. Well, I'm not there yet.
Tokyo.
Do we have to take another train?
F
From
trains.
China to Tokyo. I hope. Is there a train? I don't think so.
Good.
Hold on. I type some shit into his phone
I-
real quick.
I really don't
There
like
is not a train to Tokyo. We're not in Japan.
Okay.
Okay.
We may have to take a boat, but most likely, if we can, we'd take a plane.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh yeah, my eyes are still kind of funny because I have cat eyes.
Do you?
That's kind of permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Oh, that's right.
actually
You
would,
had surgery.
I didn't have surgery. Somebody stuck me with a needle.
Oh, that's right. That's what I meant.
It reminds me of that episode of The Simpsons where the doctor puts his hand and he's like, let me get my gloves out of my glove box, and he's like pulls it out. He's like, oh, that was the syringe box. Well, what about this box? And pulls it and he's like, that's also a syringe box. Oh, this isn't gonna be good, and passes out. And that's exactly how I imagined. It was just like,
Also, I forgot we were actually starting the game, so that happened.
oh.
Uh-oh.
The Cosm card from Brian's hand has been played. It's called Sold Out.
God damn it.
Play. I can do words. Play immediately when drawn. Your hero will be oh my gosh. Your
There's
hero will be
A-L-L-A-N
betrayed
or A-L-A?
by a non-player character he considers an ally this adventure.
Thank you.
Gain 1, 2, 3
E-N.
possibilities depending upon the severity of the betrayal. All other Storm Knights in the party gain 1 possibility.
Cool.
Okay. That is live.
That is live for the act, I think.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
so.
I have it in play.
Okay.
Okay.
You
What does my
always get
Cosm card
dangerous
say?
ones.
Oh, if you get sold out... No, I'm kidding. You become the seller outer.
Tony is the
Cosm card.
The joke's on you. Tony's the NPC.
The Cosm card that negates it. Curse your inevitable betrayal.
Honestly, I'd be down for that.
Anyway. Yeah, Maisie excuses herself.
Yeah.
She's going to stay here. Carrie is also staying here.
I mean, she
Oh.
just watch her
So what's
uncle
in Tokyo?
immolate.
Lead.
Lead. A lead to what?
Have something to do with the Delphi Council. They just gave me a notification that we had to be in Tokyo City.
Oh. Okay.
So we need to find a way to get there.
Mhm.
Flying, I don't know. would be a
I
good idea.
mean, Mary is walking and going, oh, yeah, I've got your plane tickets here.
Oh, appreciate it.
Oh, good.
I guess we can check.
I
that.
am kind of confused as to how they showed up so quickly.
Well, usually they're printed out.
No. I'm saying I don't know who made the reservations.
Oh, well, I would have to be the council or somebody associated with them. I don't know. I just know that they that we got a data. I don't know what the word would be that he would use, but yeah. Also, I do have to apologize. I was a little bit facetious. My name's not Hiroyoshi. It's actually Shinji. Just to let you know. I identify as nomenclature fluid.
that better?
Nomenclature.
That's what I should know. Whatever.
Yeah, it just means I adopt
not
many different names.
Oh, okay.
I think nicknames, is that the terminology you all use?
Didn't you make a machine once with nomenclature fluid?
I probably did.
God damn it, Brian! You son of a bitch!
I love that you are left with the Twin Nile boys. It's you. It's just you, man. You're just like, I'm super high tech, and they're like, what the crap's a computer?
I think it drilled. Didn't it drill
I
out of
mean,
the
technically
Underdark?
They kind of know what computers are, but they're like huge things unless it's a weird science computer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Say,
man.
didn't you drill out from underneath the Underdark with it?
No, I never knew how it worked.
Nomenclature fluid. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
That's what kept the drill going?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, the blood of the goblins, one of the two.
They were goblins?
I also run on Blood of the Goblins. That sounds like a great
He's
data
like, pulls
thing.
out energy drink can, smiles towards the camera.
It's
Blood of the
in
Goblins.
clear Japanese. Like, this is why we have to go to Tokyo City.
You gotta restock.
We're like, our mission is to complete
The-
this
the-
ad campaign.
These are our modified version of Red Bull. These are now what your Patriot armor will shoot.
Oh no!
Cast haste.
They're gonna hurt so much getting hit by.
Oh my God, wouldn't they?
Like, the Delphi Council is like, you three, we want you to film a crazy Japanese commercial. Why?
Yeah, go. Yeah. Prune candy.
Love it.
We need funding.
I
Go.
I love that in Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
I'm not here. I can't keep him on
No.
track.
No, it's fine. All right.
I
So,
might have to excuse you from here until I'm ready to call you back in.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So-
we're gonna look on the plane tickets that Maisie gave us and just see. Okay, what's our prep time? Because I need to work on these two.
he's
So
working.
I'm gonna need you operatives. I mean,
That
I'm
might
gonna need you
sound painful.
shit. What are they called? Knights. I'm gonna need you knights to come sit down with me, and we're gonna have to go over some A, B, and C's of the next plan. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, I know the ABCs.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
I
you've got
even
about
know-
2 hours.
All right.
I
Perfect.
know hieroglyphics too.
What are hieroglyphics? Are those like pictographs?
Yeah.
So they're
I know
you-
hydratic.
wait, you read emojis. Wonderful. This is gonna.
What's
I'm gonna be
emoji?
able to teach you so much so quickly.
What's an emoji?
It's like a hieroglyph, except for it's more modern. It's an image that means something, right? So, like, if I show you this large purple symbol,
Fruit,
it's
vegetable.
vegetable. That's not a fruit. It might be a fruit where you're from. It's like this is an eggplant, otherwise known as a penis emoji. Basically, it means dick.
And I probably pull out something out of a textbook. Oh, it's kind of like.
Yeah, there's a huge phallus on Raw or something. And you're like, oh, it's like this. Like, why does that cat have? Oh, gee, it's not like that. So yeah, no, that's great. We'll go over. I'll take like a half an hour and just kind of teach you some of the basic emoji stuff, and then I will gift you a phone.
Wait a minute. I've been on this cosm for a while, and I have not seen any eggplants between people's legs.
Well, so these look different when they're younger. You might have seen the less mature. And then I'll show you a picture of the actual eggplant, which looks like a small white egg.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, but when they ripen, as all things do, they engorge and turn purple.
Wait. So is this like core Earth's cosm's power? Is that eventually when you get old enough it blossoms into a huge thing? Is that why you die of old age?
Yeah, because of
You just are
Blood
overwhelmed.
pooling. I don't
Especially
know.
with these
My
funny.
gosh, this is horrible.
Yeah, I'm totally from core Earth. That sounds valid. I'll spend a half an hour and teach you both emoticon emojis, just to quantify our expediency of expressing information back and forth.
Okay.
I can't.
Listen, I have to work with what I have, okay?
I know
You took Kim from me, and I was really waiting for this conversation with Kim.
All right. So on
Anyways.
this screen,
Yes.
I press what to get to Messenger?
So I took off all of the extraneous apps, and you only have 3.
Right.
And you hit that middle one. It looks like a blue M. Yep. And now at the bottom, if you hit the bar, you'll see that there's a face, a smiley face. You hit that, and then all the emojis will come up. Those are called emojis. And then all you have to do is hit them.
so many.
Yeah, it's 10,000 hieroglyphs.
How do you?
None of them are raw.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
there are
for
two
example-
other eggplants.
For example,
What are those for?
we're going to to convey information really quickly. We're going on a flight to Tokyo. So then I'll hit airplane, the like wings fast emoji, and then there's an emoji for Tokyo, which I think is like Tokyo Tower or
Yeah.
something. I'll hit that, and I'll say bing, and immediately. So instead of having to type out, "Hey, we're going to blah blah," now it's what's the word when you cipher? It's ciphered. So anybody looking at it might know, but they might not know, and it takes some extra time to decipher.
I
I
think
want
I
you
can
to
make
teach
this
them
better.
actual hieroglyphics. Put hieroglyphs in it, and they'll just text each other back. You're like, ha ha ha, bread word.
I think I can make
So,
this a little bit better.
Out of character. This is why I asked if you knew runic, because Xavier and Kim
did
were
know
going.
runic,
I know,
yeah.
but we never got to explore
We
that.
never did.
Because your dwarven runic, which is Deathok and 3.5, is a little different than full Thark.
Yeah, full
But
Thark.
we definitely could have sat down and hybridized something where nobody would know what the hell we were talking.
Just like write a new rune
Captain
computer,
was here.
computer, and it like
Yeah.
throw it out, and just someone comes up and goes,
So-
"Hey, this is 2 + 2 = 4."
But yeah, so as if you can see me or we're in the same building, that should connect to my hotspot, and we will always be able to be in
get
contact.
out something and start looking at, trying to pry it apart.
Hey! Don't do that. I don't have a spare.
I can make it better.
But I can get you a phone that you can practice on, and the fundamentals are pretty much the same. I don't want them to take it apart because there's a bug in there.
Yeah, there is.
I have this message. Who is the hot single in my area? You're the hot single in
Yeah,
the area.
and I'm in your area. It doesn't mean anything. Again, that's also
They sent a picture. You don't look the same.
no, that's called an avatar.
Well,
Alan, that's what I look like online sometimes. I told you I'm nomenclature
avatar.
fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when
yeah.
you show your true form
yeah,
and
yeah.
power.
Well, one of them, one of my many
Okay.
true forms, I'm sure. Just ignore those. Don't click on them. They might have something called malware, which might make your phone explode.
Oh.
So don't do that.
I don't know if I want that in my pocket.
I'm not gonna lie, that was very actually educational. We should market this to old people.
Also, if you take your phone and you do this, it'll zoom in, so you'll be able to see much better.
Oh my gosh, no. Doesn't work on emojis. Sorry, eggplant.
That reminds me. So I recently went on vacation. We hiked part of the Redwood State Park.
Oh, beautiful place.
And, state parks, because there's like tons of
Many,
them. But
Northern California or Southern Oregon?
Northern California. And
The better one.
we were
No, those are the ones that you
looking
can drive
at the
through.
trail on our paper map and just going, these things aren't lining up. Because somewhere along the way, they've renamed trail names
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
they have.
and haven't updated them everywhere.
Nope.
And so we're looking for this trail. It's not on here. And I'm just
No.
like,
It's bad.
I had to stop myself from trying to zoom in on the
On the map.
and I'm like,
Oh,
I want
it
better
gets ya.
resolution.
Yeah.
gets you. It creeps up on you real hard. You're like when you're like you write a word on a paper and you like double click it to try to do a spell check.
No, I'm gonna not my wife. My wife is brilliant, but some of her soldiers, they're doing land navigation, which uses a very similar but a much better version of a map because
Are
it's
they
topographical.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they had this. This would have been many years ago when she did her first not AIT, but the not LC, but the
Yeah.
the
AT.
Yes. So they did basically a mini AIT version, AT land nav, whatever, and she was in charge of her group, and then there was another group, and literally they got lost by I think it was like 7 or 8 clicks
Ugh.
because the person they put in charge rotated the thing,
Oh no.
and unbeknownst to the NCOs on site,
Oh.
there were 2 points of reference that mapped. If you only turned it 90 degrees one way, it still lined up with 2 other topographical points.
Oh no.
So they were wrong, but they didn't know they were wrong until they were 5 miles off site. I was like, "Oh my god, are they okay?" They're like, "Well, they're a little bit hot, and because this is August or something like that." I was like, "Oh my god."
They never lived it down, though, I can tell you that.
Well, yeah, and also, I mean, think about
Like, that's lieutenant material right
topography
there.
Of the United States, like only in Utah could that happen.
Yeah.
Where it's so pristine that somehow maybe they were on the map an inch off, but the 2 points were so close enough. If you rotated it 90 degrees, they were still close enough to be identifiable as landmarks. How? Name another state, maybe Colorado because mountains are so prevalent,
Yeah.
but how?
It's true. I mean,
Yeah.
BLC was the last time I actually did my own land nav.
Yeah.
And once I got my map oriented, I didn't pull my compass out again.
Right.
And I probably hiked a good 5 clicks to get to all my points. And I was still the first one from my LC to get back.
Yeah.
That's okay. Whenever I did land nav, we always got lost.
Yeah. I
Fred,
didn't.
that is not bragging rights.
Not in military.
And I wasn't
was
the
an
one in
Eagle
charge,
Scout.
so it's okay.
Obviously, I
Fair
couldn't join the
enough.
military because I've been deaf my whole life. But we did land nav as
Yeah.
well. We did land nav in New York in the Appalachians during the winter.
That must have been
That
fun.
was I don't know if fun's the correct word, but it had the potential for fun.
Yeah.
As a Boy Scout, I know you know what I mean.
Yeah. I had to I did the training for land nav.
Yeah, but anyways, I was never
Multiple times.
the mapper. I was always the spotter. It was my job to line up with the
We
compass
did
and the
nighttime
periscope.
orienteering, where you'd give this little dinky little flashlight and go, see if you can find the shine over there.
Yeah.
And then like they would go that direction. I'm like, well, it's that way. Sucks to be you. You're stuck in the forest in the middle of the night. Deer will eat you.
Yeah, my
Deer
my,
are vicious up
my-
there,
yeah,
man.
I was like, my
No,
scary
no.
story.
I have an honest story from when I was growing up. A lady I actually knew, because where I live, ranches everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
And she went out to her barn, because she lived on a ranch. There was a white-tailed buck in her barn. And she was just going to let the thing out. But no, it attacked her.
Mm-hmm.
She had to take the pitchfork and kill it.
Yep. Hey, Brian, I think this is yours. It was in the fridge for like 3 months. Can I have it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you not like it?
No, that's fine. I
You
just
just
keep
forgot about it.
forgetting about it and
Oh.
bring more
All right.
drinks. So.
Yeah, same.
That's fine. I left my caffeinated drink at home.
Are those not caffeinated?
These are not. No.
No, 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0
Zero
caffeine. That's the
But-
one
but-
thing about clear
Zero
American.
flavor.
No, they have a lot of flavor.
Yeah, they're
They have
pretty
so
good.
much flavor. It's ridiculous.
They're pretty good.
I might steal one from you tonight, Fred.
That's fine.
But when you said New York, my immediate first picture is New York City. So I'm imagining a bunch of soldiers going, "We gotta go through that Victoria's Secret. That's what the map says."
Honestly,
You're not wrong.
dropping them in on Manhattan Island would be a fantastic trial.
It depends on where on Manhattan you drop them, because so Manhattan South, or what what you would call Soho, south of Houston, is very Boston in its layout. North of Houston, or basically New York City or whatever primary part of Manhattan, is a grid, as John Mulaney would say, it's a grid system, motherfucker. 10
Yeah.
up, 1 over.
Yeah.
It's very different, very different. And then you get into the Catskills, you go south in one of the boroughs, or you get near York. It's all Indian trails.
Good freaking luck, yeah.
Good luck.
It's got an interesting taste. I was not expecting that bite.
Yeah, it's not watermelon, it's honeydew. That's the melon. That's what. Otherwise, they would say strawberry watermelon.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's not cantaloupe because apparently you can't
Elope?
that. No, you can't mix cantaloupe with certain fruits like cherries and strawberries. Look it up. It's a weird. I looked it up once and I was like, so what does melon mean? It sometimes means watermelon, but it's almost always honeydew.
It
Because that's the
means friend.
standard.
Yeah.
Brian knows.
I mean, I'll be the first to say, so long as it isn't cantaloupe, I'm happy. I don't like cantaloupes.
It's the one melon I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah.
I actually like cantaloupe.
My favorite is
Nope.
Japanese yellow watermelon.
That stuff's sweet.
Yeah,
Never
it
had
looks like cantaloupe, but it doesn't have the pulpy seeds, and it's more golden than it is orange.
Yeah.
And it's twice as sweet as regular watermelon.
Yeah.
So it's expensive though.
Oh,
They're like this big, and they're like $100.
Yeah, yeah.
And the only place you can get them is in like a little prefecture of Japan. So
I mean, I literally just spent $100
Yeah,
bucks
they
to
actually-
get my car serviced.
They just, sorry, a tangent on those. They actually just re-engineered those to be vitamin A efficient.
oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. I was reading an article. I thanks to D&D, I dabble in everything. So
Yeah, pretty
genetics, biogenetics is on my list of things I learned.
That's what I went to college for, genetic engineering. That's why I think a couple weeks ago we bitched about GMOs, and I was like, almost everything.
Everything is a GMO, man.
Bananas they only exist today.
The
because of
Cavendish.
GMOs. Yeah, there used to be 2 kinds. Now
No,
there's
there's
only
one.
And there are wild bananas, but we can't eat those, and it would take far too long
Carrots.
to. Well, yeah. Well, natural carrots aren't orange; they're
Spinach,
purple and
yeah.
yellow and
Kale.
white, and yeah. Orange is because I think it was a Danish king liked them, and it just became their predominant, so they got bred more than any other type of carrot. And also the mustard seed, like cabbage, kale, bunch of
broccoli,
other stuff.
cauliflower.
Yeah, it's all mustard.
It's all mustard.
Yep.
Brussels sprouts too.
Yeah, which are now not the same anymore because now they're sweeter.
They've
rather
been
than
modified.
bitter.
They've been GMO to be better tasting.
Yeah.
Because no one liked them.
Yeah.
GMOs and people are like, I hate GMO. I'm like, then you're stupid.
I had butter and salted
Yeah,
asparagus,
it's more like
and then I
then
had
you need to stop
caramelized
eating
Brussels
anything
sprouts.
because everything is.
I was like, it didn't, shouldn't have been good, but they were so good. So,
When you
crispy
said,
butter.
sorry.
No, I was like just salivating at the idea of food.
When you were
all
talking
are.
about how there were two varieties
old,
of
we're all
bananas
fat.
and there was only one, I was
Except
like,
Fred.
I had Highlander going in my mind, so
Army
the
told me I
bananas
was
are
fat.
fighting with swords.
That's the
They
reason why.
decapitate one.
Yeah.
The whole knowledge of humanity is involved in one banana. He's like, and I shall make more of me. And that's why we have one.
And that's why banana flavored candy doesn't taste like bananas.
Yep.
Because it's the other variety that no longer exists.
Yeah.
Weirdest thing in the world. So let's get on this plane to Tokyo.
All right. Yeah, you have a pretty, moderately uneventful screaming kid somewhere.
Cool.
Kicking the back of our chairs.
I don't know. Give me just roll a 20-sided and tell me what you get.
I got an 8.
I also got an 8.
5.
Yeah, it was
You,
your chair.
Zed. It's kicking your chair.
And you see me start fiddling with something and probably, no, you can't suck him out of the window.
His once per act power. I will get revenge on this child.
Literally, he just chucks it behind him. Time stops that one section.
This is where we find out that Zed is evil. He puts a parachute on the child, throws it out a hole that he makes. That's my one per act. That was an obstacle, right? Then he plays the card that gives him one experience, like, you son of a bitch. Oh, we're in a plane. It won't count, but I thought it'd be funny. Bloodbath. Whirlwind of shots, blows, slashes, and other attacks cause 2 shock to every non-reality created character in combat. It's not combat.
Kill
No
everybody.
combat.
This is that everybody on the plane dies. I am.
I mean, the NPC could be the player. The pilot
like
could be the NPC
Tony's
that portrays us.
version.
The NPC is now the baby that he threw out.
Like Tony's version of, oh, this would be so funny if everyone just exploded in a shower of blood on the plane. Good times.
Not
It's
Tony.
shock. It's not wounds. So
Yeah, I was like, even
it's like some asshole snuck a aerosol can on the plane,
Oh.
and it exploded when
or
they
it's
technically
just some
can't
asshole who
because
just crop dust everybody on the way to the bathroom.
See, and that's what I'm not thinking. I'm thinking of some starlet who got a bad job, and her left breast explodes.
again,
We're
I-
experienced.
just
no,
terrifying.
we're
they're
experienced some cabin
pressurized
pressure.
cabins, so
Yeah.
that shouldn't happen.
It does happen though.
It should.
That's what I'm saying. We're experiencing some decompression. That it would have to be
Yeah,
decompression. But
it
yeah.
would.
I mean, I saw that Mythbusters.
But there's also, oh no, that is, yeah, you have to repressurize because if you go up higher in altitude, it causes expansion.
Well, there's no air pressure to push in, so yeah,
Right, yeah.
things that are
No,
Under
so if you go
pressure
deeper in an ocean, they compress.
it
You go higher
compress,
up, it
explodes.
depresses. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah, I was making sure. I was
Yes.
like, am I going the right way with the?
you are
physics?
going the right way.
It's
I
such a
mean, it's-
small chance too.
Yeah,
You'd
Oh,
have a lot of things in
You'd have
order.
well, that's why they do. It's not. It used to be. It's saline and some other stuff, but now it's a gel. So
Yeah.
it can't happen.
It can't have air pockets. Well, I'm saying like
No,
really bad
in
ones.
the yeah, you pay for what you get.
Yeah,
you
you
go to
do.
Mexico and get like a $500 boob job. It's probably made of plastic and some of the random water and shit. Not good.
like a bag of sand.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, God.
It's literally just a sandbag.
Oh, wow. We
Why
are
does
not on track.
No, you're not.
We're still going to Tokyo.
Introduce me.
I mean, unless the plane's going elsewhere, I
mean,
think
that's
we
right.
are on track.
Just not
At least we're not on a train. Yeah, right.
We just didn't know we were going to be actually discussing the full 4-hour flight
Right.
on air. And we're only doing this so Jeremiah doesn't
Yeah.
get introduced because fuck that
Mary's
guy.
like, well, do we really have to talk about this stuff?
Yes.
Really?
This is
Well, we're
all-
asking her because she would be the one who would know about
Did Mary
breast
come
distance
with
more than
us?
us.
I don't know.
She's like, yeah, I'm not getting a boob job.
No, we don't want you to.
I look at
Glad.
I was like, also, my people just give you like amazing cybernetic ones, and they're just.
There's that anime where that woman she's flat chested and she hates it, but like she like conjures a shadow demon to
And the
act as her
demon
breasts.
is. Yeah, I remember. I don't
looks
remember.
funny because there's a scene where like the guy just like goes to bisect her and she like dodges, but it just cuts off her breasts. They ball up and everybody like,
It's like Venom symbiote.
and then like sucks back into her chest and they jiggle a little bit. And everybody's like, she's like, pay no mind, and just keeps on going.
Well, when you said cybernetic breasts, I was just imagining just taking
Austin
a
Powers?
straw, putting it in.
Oh,
Tasty. Keeps it nice
it's
and
like
cold.
whiskey.
Well, they produce milk, right?
I'm asking. No, I'm just asking. I'm like, if they're cybernetic, they could have them create anything
I was
else.
just thinking cybernetic chickens.
Cyber chicken.
Chicken breast. Chicken
Cutlets.
breast.
Cutlets.
They all have cybernetic legs because we keep eating them.
Yeah.
Guys, y'all joke until Percival shows up with like a fake eye and a horn made out of cybernetic.
Percival shows up like robot chicken. He's got the red eye.
You tried to destroy me. Like, oh shit, it talks.
Where are my testicles, Summer?
Agent Percival, it's wonderful to see you. I mean, you don't know who I am. Definitely working for Eris. Casey's like, well, that's an idea.
Unfortunately, you start talking like that, and my mind goes Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're not playing Warhammer
And
40K.
he's
We're
like,
playing
freaking, I am Inquisitor Percival.
Time to run. At that point, I'm gone.
He walks over and gets into Dreadnought armor. Where are my testicles, Summer? So, Rick and Morty, where the dog gets into a cybernetic cyborg body. No,
He gets but he has a translator.
no,
and then
I
he
know,
gets
but
in
there's
the
a
cyber
difference.
body.
It's a mech. That's what
Yeah.
it is. Turns into a mech. I couldn't think of the word.
Well, that'd be a good floating NPC is Percival.
Yeah, but yeah,
He could
We're gonna-
he
He's
could-
already exists.
Yeah,
so
we'll figure it out. No
we'll
worries.
figure something
I could
else
just
out.
think of him
he
showing
is not
up.
an NPC, Fred. He is an obstacle.
Well, I could just think him showing. I can see him showing up in like
Everywhere.
in,
Oh, yeah.
everywhere, even
He does
Traveler,
show up everywhere.
even in Traveler.
No, we mean like
or-
in
Oh yeah, he
Galarian,
could
Starfinder.
definitely show up.
Yeah, is there?
Technically, he could show up anywhere.
He's an avatar of Baphomet.
Oh no,
No.
Would make sense. He's a goat.
Desna.
We didn't ever ask what color he was. It's just a black goat. You ever seen those memes with the black
I
goat
always thought he
stands
was
up?
white.
No, he is. I think
Yeah.
I asked, and you were like, he looks like a standard-looking goat because
Yeah.
he looked almost imperceptible to the five
Other
other
goats,
goats we bought.
yeah.
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 But anyways, as the meme, there's the Satan goat. He has two horns.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's like he's walking out of
Yeah.
somebody's farm. And you're
Yeah.
like, ah, fuck that. That's his farm now.
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you. I'm good.
Percival is actually a award-winning game creator, made Goat Simulator, so everybody knows about
I
his
love
life.
Goat Simulator.
There
Climb
is-
ladders
There
as a goat.
is the Cult of the Lamb or something like that.
Yeah. It's highly rated. I'm like,
I was just thinking totally
I don't
realistic
know.
battle simulator.
Well, if you like Gary's mod or anything like that, it's a modified version of that, but it's really fun. It's very interesting.
I have Goat of Duty.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
No, there was a
That's
there was a
just a
legit
skin,
like
yeah.
5 weeks where Steam was offering a free goat game every single day, and I got every single one,
Yeah.
including the Goat Simulator.
Yeah. So, do we have something that I can convince them as an actual like? Because I don't know. I mean, I don't. Did this come from them, or did this come from the other them, or did this come from them?
Them.
this came from Mr. Felix, who you know is kind of your.
Well, I
handler.
wasn't trying to say shit out loud so they could overhear it. I don't know how
I
meta you want us
understand.
to be, but
So
he's my handler. As far as I know, he's either Delphi or he's Delphi adjacent. But it's all to me on the up and up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay. All I heard is you work for Mr. Roboto, so it's okay.
No, I work for Mr. I mean Felix.
Yes, that is absolutely on the up and up.
Okay.
In every way you know how to.
So yeah. So,
Coordinate's the wrong word, but it's the only one I can
Track down.
It's not even
verify.
track down. Verify. That's the right word.
yeah.
It's a little weird that nothing's happening on this plane.
We're up high enough the monkeys can't get us.
That's never true.
Monkeys. What?
Yeah, the monkeys were hunting us, and they were quite deadly.
Mary's like,
Oh,
okay, what is your character's actual name? I don't know it.
His name is William Bill Burton III.
Texas Bill.
Eh. I mean, I can honestly say, when I got to Fort Hood and we got a loader on my tank, his full name was William Billy Moore.
Yeah.
He was half Filipino.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to introduce him because he's got some words.
I thought this was Mary talking. I was like, she was in the military?
No. Me,
Well, I know.
as
but...
a tanker,
And Mary's
the
with
guy
us?
that was
I'm
our
confused.
loader was William Billy Moore.
Yeah. No, Mary got us the plane tickets.
Yes.
She didn't get you the
She
plane
didn't. No,
tickets.
she
She didn't
printed
know
them
where
off.
they
They were
came
handed
from.
to her.
She handed to
Yeah.
us, and then she's with us.
Yes.
Yeah, she's with you.
I just didn't know she was coming with us. I thought she was staying in China.
No, Mary
No,
is
currently you have a
actually
four-man
coming
team.
with you.
Yeah. Wyatt bounced, Kim bounced, Xavier died. Mary is now with us as our NPC.
Temporary replacement.
You are an
She's like,
honorary NPC. We will
okay.
keep you alive
Oh,
and feed you.
Put this red shirt
So
on,
yeah,
please.
Mary shows you a picture, Hiro, and is like, "Do you know this guy?"
Wait, what? She showed me a picture of who?
You don't know. You've never seen him.
No, don't believe I have.
William Bill. Oh my God, Texas. Yep.
Oh, I've never been to Texas. What's the Texas?
I've never been there either, actually, but I've seen a lot of memes about it.
What's a meme?
He's taught you memes.
Something
In those 30 minutes, he definitely taught you memes.
Well, also Xavier's taught him memes as well.
Different cosm. He has a hard time grasping things
That's
just because it's a different cosm.
Well, I know memes because I have the meme ray. I overload people with the meme ray, so I know this.
I know
So
you're from
she's
Egypt,
Mimi.
but I'm
okay.
really I like this come across that like disappointing a little bit that you don't call yourself the meme lord.
Well, it's
Like you look like an
Obfuscated
Egyptian,
meme lord
like an
of
Egyptian
legend.
pharaoh. You're like, I am the meme lord.
He doesn't look like a pharaoh. He looks like
literally
Rick
said
O'Connell.
He
With
described him as Rick O'Connell.
Yeah.
with a green
Yeah,
coat.
yeah, no, I'm saying like
but it's also like the thing is
Have you ever used that?
I
Twice.
used it once or twice. Part of it is that it only works on humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
And there's
it's
been
fair
a-
to say I
we
haven't
fought a lot of
thrown
dinosaurs in the
there's
beginning.
been a lot of non-human things we've been fighting.
Yeah.
It's very
But
true.
like the story of it is that that he was friends with a Core Earth Storm Knight who was like, look, I have to show you this, and showed it on his phone. And so they became good friends, but his friend got defeated by Dr. Mobius's forces, and all he has to remember him with is his phone. And so his phone now overloads people with memes.
That's good.
You're right. I really have not thrown a lot of human enemies.
Yeah.
It's
was,
okay.
the
Like
People in Egypt, and then the no, not even on the train.
Yeah,
those
nope.
were undead.
And they were demons.
That's what I meant. And then monkeys, and then
Lots of
The
monkeys.
just
ghosts.
the last episode with the soldier or the I don't know if they were soldiers, but the people in the facility.
Yeah.
yeah.
Basically, the two largest human populations that we've encountered
Yeah.
in the many months that we've been playing Torg. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, because it was a fucking T-Rex.
Yeah.
And
Then
Kim
it
and
was an
Xavier were
undead-
out. We were like,
It was
nah.
an undead T-Rex.
Yeah.
yeah, it was an undead T-Rex that Kim locks up. Ha ha! Thump!
Oh, that did nothing. I'm sorry, what? I almost
It
critical.
kind of sort of looks at you for a second.
I
Kim's like, bye.
I not critical. What's the term?
Overwhelm.
No.
Bonus
Outstanding.
dice.
Outstanding a pyrokinesis on it, and then Casey was like, "Yeah, it
Doesn't do anything.
didn't do much." You're like, "Shit." Yeah, so that's our two best. Let's just go.
Yeah, because if we fail, you die.
Well, I don't even think Fred had the shield at that point.
No.
No, but I tricked it.
No,
Yeah.
you did, and thank
Yeah.
God you did, to knock it over
Because
so we
it's
could
one
get
of
away.
those
but-
creatures that once it's in play, it's a dramatic scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a way to defeat it without combat. That was kind of interesting to
And then
play.
you knocked it into the water, didn't you?
Yeah, you knocked it into a canal.
And then
I-
we were like, let's
I
GTFO.
tricked
it. I tricked it
Yeah.
to go into the canal.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. We were like,
It was
GTFO.
good.
That's-
It was clutch. It's Fred's shining moment.
Yeah.
Zed's shining moment.
One of
Is-
them. One of
No,
Zed
Fred's
has-
shining moment was game 1. Well, 3.
Yeah.
When he killed the mosiosaur with a stick.
No, that was game 1.
That was the first.
That happens
Yeah, that was day one.
immediately in day 1.
That was the first episode.
Uh-huh.
Thought we were streaming.
Were we on the boat, episode 1?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right, because episode
You
3 was...
start on the boat.
Oh,
in
no,
that
episode
one.
3 was like, was it
Episode 3 was the
Mike's
one.
with the
Mike
tank- the tank.
launched.
No, you did the
used
tank.
the tank. No, Mike.
No, Mike
Mike
did the
did.
fired the
tank.
tank
Okay,
and
okay.
hit the
Took
the
out the
three
Triceratops.
Triceratops.
Two of
Two and a
them.
half.
The third took off.
Yeah.
It
Because
got
the
a
medium
hole blown
blast
out
would
and ran
only
away.
hit 2 of them.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
It feels weird that it's like a little over a year ago for that.
Yeah.
More than a year.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Year and a half.
So
18 months.
I just watched the first 4 episodes in your garage,
Yeah.
and it was like 4x3
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah,
16:9.
It's not great.
Yeah, the audio was terrible.
We worked very
I think
hard to improve
we're
everything.
doing so. I was comparing and contrasting because Susie and I were talking about it, and she's like, the only thing you have to do is figure out a way to hide the cameras.
Yeah.
Because once we get those out and we're more streamlined, I think everything will look so good.
Start crap, get better. So what happens?
Yep.
Yep.
No, we're working on
Figure
it.
things out. Okay. Yeah, you land in Texas.
We
Japan.
landed in Texas.
Japan.
Japan.
I didn't know we were going to Texas.
I was like, wait, we're supposed to be going.
Oh, everywhere's
Bill shows
Texas
up,
when
it's
Bill's involved.
Then you realize you're in Japan and we're.
All right,
Okay,
foghorn, leghorn.
So
calm down.
yes, you are at the airport. They've given you
I have a sign.
photos of a couple people you're looking for.
Okay.
One is, what do you look like?
The most shadiest Japanese man.
No. So I do look like I am half Japanese, half Gaijin. So think of Adam from Deus Ex Machina.
Adam Jensen.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Japanized. So I look more like in Cyberpunk 2077. There's the friend of V. He calls him Hermano, and he's the Mexican Japanese
Yeah, I can't remember
looking
his name.
guy. Looks faintly like that. He doesn't look white in any way, shape, or form, but he has like a Latino Japanese.
I was gonna say if he looks like Hispanic and Japanese, it's like Filipino.
Basically, but
Yeah.
larger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, he does have cybernetics. He has his whole right side is cybernetic.
Okay.
So, part of my human race is that I have what's the terminology? So I have cybernetics, but they just act as a limb. There's nothing special about them. There's no compartments. They don't increase my
Prosthesis?
strength. Basically, but they are considered cybernetics. All of them, everybody has one.
Yeah.
Here's a free one, and then I spent one on a leg that has the compartment like RoboCop for my gun.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I was like, if I have it, I'm gonna do that
Yeah.
because it makes it's a
That was a good movie for the time.
I need to watch.
Even
I didn't-
watching people react to
the
it,
new one
it
wasn't
held
great, but
out.
I didn't hate the new one.
I need to watch
It
the
wasn't
new one.
it wasn't better. I'm not gonna say it wasn't great. I thought it was good, and I liked the guy because he's the same guy that played in Altered Carbon.
Okay. The
Uh,
first Altered Carbon?
The first series.
Yes, the first
Okay.
season. The second
Not-
season
not Anthony
is
Mackie. Anthony Mackie.
Mackie, not Winter Soldier, Falcon.
Nah.
It was okay, but they bastardized the story.
Yeah.
But season 1 was really good.
It wasn't his fault.
It connected. Oh, sure, but I'm a huge fan of the books. The 3 books are so superior.
I haven't read the third.
Do you
book
have
yet.
them?
I have PDFs of them.
Okay.
I want a hard copy so bad. Anyways, yeah. So I just think of dark-skinned Japanese gentleman, slender build but tall, and wearing ion clothing, and then he has, if I can remember what my armament was.
I love how you've come full circle. You started as Pan Pacifica, and now you're Pan Pacifica.
I'm not Pan Pacifica. I just look like I am.
I know what you are. Don't give me that.
I don't know anything.
Say it. Vampire. Sorry.
Get on my back,
It
Spider.
went through my head.
So out of character, just for transparency,
No.
my character does look like a hybrid of Pan Pacifica and Cyber Papacy. Excuse me, and that's the best way to explain what it is that I am. I look like I belong to both cosmos, and I am from neither.
I don't know.
Canandra is the one that was.
I guess
Cassandra.
to be fair, I do look a bit like Johnny Mnemonic because he is
Okay, that's valid. That's
he
valid.
is.
I would say that's the one
lion-
that was captured right before they came to this one, right? Okay.
I'm not even sure they were done capturing it.
No, I think it's currently in stasis.
It's in
like,
flux.
Yeah.
It's still it's still contested.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think.
Yeah. Well, it got shunted. It's its own little pocket area now.
It's something.
Yeah, that's what I read. I read that it used to be much bigger. Now it's incredibly small, and there's just a small resistance of people.
There's a bunch of Storm Knights over there
They're
working.
not called Storm Knights.
Whatever they're called. Well, Isle. They're only called Storm Knights in this reality.
I know.
And Isles reality.
Well, yeah, Isles where they got the term.
Yeah, that's where the term
Yeah,
comes from.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because that's a part of learning about this person is that I read some of the interconnecting
Yeah,
backstories,
so did I.
and I was like, oh, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
The
Like,
term Storm Knight was coined in Isle.
I'm trying to think of what Alan would know about the cyber papacy, and I'm like, probably very little. Whatever the Isle Tavern sung about the dirty holographic Frenchman across
Not
the island.
unironically, the movie while we were flying was Equilibrium. So now you're very versed with the cyber papacy.
Do you want to make a fine check?
Yeah. Make a fine check. You, Mary, and
Yes. +6. That's a 19. He's much better at finding, by the
literally
way.
does not have find. Okay.
He's got a better mind skill. He has
That makes no sense for her.
he has no stat lower than 7, which is weird.
She had a lot of skills. Things ran out.
Apparently, she's babysitting the Nile boys and doesn't.
As she should. Because I have no patience for that shit. I got a 7.
We're just like,
Holographic tentacles reach out. Honestly, it feels like it's like Shadowrun kind of thing with like holograms coming out and things of that
Yeah,
nature.
no. Pan Pacifica is very near Shadowrun.
It is.
Just there's no orcs, dwarves, or trolls.
There's no metahumans.
Well,
yeah, no metahuman. That's the right
native to Pan Pacific, but yeah.
word. Yeah, I mean there's. It's a handful in the entire cosmos.
Yeah. Well, because I was like, I imagine there's got to be reality
there's
altered, but yeah, maybe not, because that's a really far distance to go.
I mean there is a reality altered dwarf in Tharkold.
True.
There's Kim's cousin, Krim, who's a master martial artist.
He's doing the, what is it? Path of the equal.
Vigilance.
No, yeah,
The-
equal. Path of balance. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the gun fu one.
Oh yeah.
Basically, you shoot and it's the John. I call it the John Wick way. I'm like, oh, it's so good. I almost went. I was like, oh, if I want it,
John Wick's not bad.
I got to be more
I was
computers.
kind of
but-
disappointed with the fourth one.
Yeah, I think Keanu Reeves would be a good way to explain my character.
Oh, that's Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying. Like, because he's also Silverhand in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, yeah.
He's definitely between those two for sure.
Okay. No, I followed you.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Well, I'm mostly talking to our viewers.
Oh, okay.
All 2 of them. One of which is me.
There's like 8.
for
it's okay.
John Wick,
Yeah, I know. Well, 2 of which are me. One's on my phone, one's at home. So my daughter's probably watching. Did she respond? Did she say hi? She usually does when she
I haven't
connects.
seen her.
I haven't
No.
seen you.
That's all right.
But for John Wick, like, they started losing me around 3 because I was like, okay, I see a progression. And then 3, I'm like, we're doing all this work for nothing. And then there's just this snobby lady from the table who's like, yeah, I'm in charge. And I'm just like, you just said that you sent your quote-unquote best men to do this after John Wick plowed through like 50 other freelance assassins. You have killed all your quote best men are dead, and you're just like, yeah, we can still beat you. I'm like, you're gonna run out of best men.
3 or is that 4?
The third one, because
I thought 4 was the one with the lady from the high table.
No, fourth one is with they have a new guy that's in
Down
charge,
the end, yeah.
and
The
he
blind guy.
the blind guy works for him, not willingly, but he works for him. But I was actually
Oh,
kinda,
you're right. You're right. 3, yes, 3 is with the Bowery King, Lawrence Fishburne, and the lady from the high table,
yeah,
where she's like, "You gave him 7 bullets. We'll give you 7 days," and he's like, "Ha, fuck off." You're right. You're right. Here's the little tidbit for that.
uh-huh.
Do you know from the beginning of movie 1 to the end of movie 4, it's 2 weeks?
Yep.
It feels like it'd be years, like all this shit he goes through. It's less than 2 weeks, 10 days.
Yeah.
I was like, that can't be right. Apparently, every movie starts off like right where the last movie ended. And
Well, part of me is like, it kind of makes sense because in the first movie, when everybody's like, "So yeah, back to working," and I'm like, there's a certain amount of dread and excitement for him to return to the assassin life, and so I'm like, well, now that he's taken revenge and broken all these rules, and they're like, as long as we
But-
point him in the right direction,
I don't think he
away
didn't break
from
any
me.
rules until the end of 2, right?
Yeah,
Because at the end of 2 is when he shoots the guy in the Continental
yeah.
in the head. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, between all that in general for the movies, they're like, if we just point him away from us, you know,
You're fine.
like
Yeah.
Claymore mine, it's okay. That's
Valid.
her goal with him. I'm like, what's his goal? I don't know anymore.
Anyways, I got a 16.
I got a 19 for find.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you notice the guy that's way out of place. Probably a head taller than almost everyone else.
He has a cowboy hat on.
You're not
Yeah.
in your armor.
Yeah, he has a cowboy hat on.
In
Does
his
he have
armor?
a business
No.
suit on?
Armor.
No, he does not have a business suit on.
Okay.
He doesn't leave his power suit.
Oh, one of those insecure types. I understand.
Well, this is not the first person we've experienced like this. Well, you guys have more experience with Carrie than I did, so.
Also, Kim never left his suit, except for that one time, and it backfired.
He had to wash somehow. He was starting to smell.
Yeah. Am I good to?
Do
good
we
to go?
see,
Yeah, he's got a sign. It says Keanu Reeves on it.
fair enough.
Keanu Reeves.
Nile
that's
Boys.
neither of us.
The Nile Boys and Pan Pacifica.
Nile Boys? Never heard of them. Sounds like a great band, though.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
they're like the Beach Boys, but suckier.
God.
I take offense to that.
I was like, they're like the Beach Boys, but most of them are still alive. Actually, I think the equal number have died in both.
Look, the Nile Boys, it's a little hard to sing when you're mummified, but
True,
they're
true.
still great, okay?
Fair enough, fair enough.
Don't make fun of
Yeah.
your music.
We'll go over and
it's
introduce
just
myself.
beeps and boops
And
and
there,
bass.
there
you
is a
the-
man.
Yeah.
There is a man, and he will gladly. He reaches for your hand, shakes, and goes, "How you doing? I'm Bill Burton III of the Halliburton family. How you doing? Are you?"
But you're Burton, the third of the Halliburtons?
Yeah.
Is your last name not Halliburton?
No, Halliburton is two people for the oil company.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of
Yeah,
things.
I'm not from here.
I thought you were asking out of character.
No.
Then he's like, "Oh no." So
Jeremiah, every time I have said, hey, out of character, I have said out of character.
They got together and decided to extract oil down there in Texas, and they decided to make that company after both their names. And they call one was Hallie, and the other was Burton, and I'm from the Burton peoples.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sinji.
Sinji, fantastic.
Hold on. Nagiro.
Nagiro,
Sinji Nagiro. Nice to
I
meet
can
you.
speak Japanese.
These are
And
my,
what's
these
your
are
name?
my liaisons. I believe you're from. Are you the associate with Mr. Felix?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you have our accommodations in order.
Surely do.
You fucking better. You better.
No worries. Don't worry about that. And what's your name, boys?
Oh. I'm Alan.
Do you not have our itinerary? Oh, well, I apologize. I'm sorry. Here's our itinerary.
Oh, fantastic. What's your name? He doesn't pay
You
attention.
son of
My name's Alan.
Fantastic. I knew an Alan once. He lived about 3 miles down the road from us. Fantastic family. You aren't them. The last name is the Jensens.
Nope.
Well, okay. They're a nice family. His grandma was real good to me.
Oh, cool.
What's a grandma?
So you have your mother, right?
Nope.
So you have the person who birthed you, and then the person that birthed them.
Nope.
That's how that works. What's your name, Bart?
We have hatching chambers.
So you're like a chicken?
Kind of. The genetic tubes. Isn't that how you all procreate?
No, we don't. Oh, don't worry. We'll show you the ropes.
You ain't selling me shit.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I am not going to show him how.
All right, well, I guess Bill's going to show me how he procreates. So.
I just go, my name's Zed.
Hey,
Have
listen,
you never been to Texas?
I got to get him out of his power armor somehow, Casey.
God.
I'll take one for
You
the
guys
team.
need to spend some time in Texas, man. It's a trip.
Oh, can
Why
I?
are accommodations
Is
a
it
love
Full Metal Jacket? Where are you from? Texas. There's only two things that come from Texas.
Steers and queers.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to say it
It
on
was
camera.
also an officer and a gentleman.
Yeah.
It does both?
Yeah.
It does
Oh,
it
yeah.
in both.
Because isn't it Gunny in that movie? He goes, I didn't know they stack shit that high.
Yeah.
That's Full Metal Jacket.
Because he was an actual
I know who
gunny.
Gunny is. That's what I'm just making
Like,
sure I was.
No, they just are like.
Listen, my brain takes 7 movies and interlocks them, and I think that the greatest
and it's
epic.
fair.
There's-
yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with
Like,
it. But
to
the
be
best
fair-
part is they hired someone.
There's 2 different movies of Full Metal Jacket. There's Basic, and then there's Saigon.
That's
They're
very valid.
entirely.
It's
They're
very-
not. They're the same movie, but they're entirely different movies. And
There's
you know
the
it.
beginning and there's the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
And the beginning is all the one that matters.
Yeah.
I just love that they hired some guy to be the drill instructor, but they hired the drill instructor to come in and be like,
They
teach
hired-
Oh,
him.
to teach, yeah.
To teach him, and they're like,
the other actor.
no,
can,
you can go. You just do whatever you do.
And that started
Well, they
his.
didn't send the guy that they hired off. He's
Yeah.
the door gunner that's like, get some.
Yeah.
He's the door gunner of the.
They just didn't let him
chopper.
be the DS.
Yeah, he wasn't the drill instructor, the DI.
Well, we all have different terms, but we all mean the same thing because they're all different
Well,
terms.
I thought Gunny was a DS in that. I know that he's an instructor, but he's a sergeant. Doesn't he have the cap?
Okay. This is military, and
Yeah.
I don't know why, but a drill sergeant is more specific Army
Right.
and Air Force.
Oh, okay.
That's what they call them, is a drill sergeant. In the Marines, they're called a drill instructor.
Yeah, they're called
Oh,
DIs.
They're still a sergeant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Valid.
they are called a drill instructor.
Okay.
And they're called Sir.
Right. And Full
which-
Metal is Marines,
Full Metal is Marine.
which
Yeah.
Gunny was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is why he's called Gunny.
Right.
Because
'Cause
only
he
the
was a
Marines
gunnery
care.
sergeant. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And artillery.
Oh, they do?
When I left the artillery, I was the gunnery sergeant.
All right.
But
I
it
just
has a
remember
very
my first
specific
Do you remember?
meaning in artillery.
Do you remember
Yeah.
Major Dad?
Yep.
That was my first introduction to Gunny because of the lady with the glasses, and I fell in love with her. I mean, I was like, she's such an asshole. I love it. But they called her Gunny because that was her rank. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Gunnery sergeant is
Or
rank
Master
in
Guns.
the Marines. So that's
Cool.
The Army doesn't have gunnery sergeant as a rank.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. I just thought there was like in a chain of command you had like the instructors who might be whatever, and then there was their NCO or their sergeant who wouldn't be. Yeah, sergeant would be an NCO.
Yeah, sergeant. Sorry.
So-
5
but
and above.
Yeah,
But yeah, gunnery sergeant is an E7 in the Marines, which is a sergeant first class in the Army.
okay.
Zed,
Yes.
introduce yourself to Bill.
He just looks at Bill and goes, I'm Zed.
How you doing, Zed? You got a last name?
No.
Oh, so you're like Cher. Okay, fantastic.
Who's Cher?
She's a woman that sings real good.
Do you know how to use this phone thing?
Yes, I do.
Is that somebody's phone?
And he goes, I understand you can get pictures on it. Show me Cher.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Well, he brings out his other phone that's like it's like this cool, crazy like Star Trek communicator flip phone. He's like beep 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 beep. That's Cher.
He goes,
It's a flip phone, so the camera is very small. The what's it called? The face
screen,
plate?
yeah.
The screen, yeah. It's incredibly small.
I mean, I was thinking it was like the one in Iron Man that Tony Stark had.
Well, his
That-
wouldn't be that advanced.
Oh, the one that flips open like
Yeah,
vertically.
that it flips
Yeah,
this
such a
way.
beautiful phone.
But that's not a flip. Is
wa-
it? I thought it was a slider.
It's a slider, but
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
might be very similar to what the.
I watched
the
all 3
Susan-
Iron Mans to get for this character.
If you see, oh yeah, don't. If you don't want Rhodey to be ruined for you, don't watch Secret Invasion.
I started watching it.
Don't watch.
It's hard to
which
get.
one?
Secret Invasion.
I have not heard anything good about.
Yeah.
It's got 3
Issues.
really good moments, but it shits all over everything that MCU has done.
Yeah. I want to watch it because I want to understand a little bit more, but it's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyways,
yeah. He goes, okay.
yeah. Shinji's like,
You got to listen to her music, and like, well, brings out like a little earphones thing and puts them in, and has you listen to Believe. That is the
It
best
should-
song that she
it's-
sings hands down.
As soon as it goes off, he goes, what the hell?
Yeah, that's what that's my part. That we got to keep listening. You got to listen to 3 times, man.
He's like,
It's real good.
You know what? I'm not gonna disagree. I was like, I don't.
She has some fantastic songs, but Believe.
No, so the only other one I can think of is Gypsy Rose, and that's
Ooh.
better.
Ooh,
But
Okay.
that's like 20 years older.
yeah, yeah.
I
And-
remember that song.
and no
though, because
auto-tune.
In the video, she has her roses on her ass cheeks.
Okay, I haven't seen the music video.
Oh, that's fair.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
The one on the battleship?
Not Gypsy Tramps and Thieves.
Believe is the one on the battleship.
Yeah. No, yeah. The Gypsy Trance and Thieves. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking
Is Gypsy Tramps and Thieves is the name of the song? Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves.
of. Yeah.
No, that's the one I'm thinking of because
Okay.
that's like Sabrara's theme song.
Yeah.
Just because that's basically what she is.
It's
My first introduction to Gypsy Tramps and Thieves was the 10th Kingdom when he
Yeah,
sings
that's it. That's
yeah.
why.
Yeah, yeah.
yes,
We stay
yes.
on
And
track.
that's
Yeah.
she has one other song because she sang a song for Moon. Is it Moonlight Sonata? Sorry,
Probably.
I don't want to interrupt you, but
No,
There was a-
I was just making it.
I'll get us on track in a second. Let them talk about
no,
Cher.
it's fine. There's a movie she was in with Nicolas Cage where they fall in love, and she sings like the
I don't know.
endings.
I don't know that.
Moonstruck.
Moonstruck. That's it. Thank you.
I haven't seen that.
She sings a
haven't either.
romantic song at the end.
Okay, it's good to know.
I have not seen it, but I remember seeing it.
So,
Not commercials.
describing William Bill Burton III, he is a fairly tall man. He's 5'11". He's mid 50s. He's got salt and pepper hair. He's a little portly. He's
We wouldn't know.
well. So it's not a full. It's not like a full Iron Man suit. It's
Oh, it is. You have the Patriot suit.
everything I looked at was like, it was hard points on top of it, like the one
so
they
you
had.
have the advancement for the chain gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it's full. If you look at the armor coverage, it's full.
Okay. I was looking
it's,
at.
it's
I
it- you
was
look-
looking for
it's
reference.
very Master Chief, but you don't have the helmet on. The
Okay,
helmet
okay.
as a Christ, it's an action, but it's called like a something action.
Okay. Swift
Where you-
action.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's an actual terminology where you could do it. It's not
Simple
quite free.
action.
Simple.
Simple.
It's a
That's-
simple action.
I was
to
running through my head.
retract and bring it back. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was gonna do that as well. But
Okay.
it was
Oh,
like
yeah,
oh,
it is absolute full body.
Okay. I was thinking of something else, and that's totally fine.
no, the base can be because it's torso, arms and legs, and I don't know,
Every power suit I'm looking at says full body.
Except
Okay.
for the
gecko.
gecko, I think.
And there's one other light one.
Yeah,
as
the-
well,
The
but-
gecko is full body.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
And
Oh
the
yeah.
art is weird because the art shows him
It's
just
so
half
the
and half.
art for the gecko suit is like skin. It's like a skin suit.
It's like skin tied.
Okay.
but yeah, but there's.
no,
I didn't
it's
know there.
still
I didn't think there
full
was a
body.
helmet associated, but it makes sense that there is.
They're the artwork just has the helmet off
Yeah.
because they want you to see the character's face.
Fair enough.
And he has a very interesting artwork. So
Are
he's
you
got
Captain Puerto Rico.
No, so he takes the Lone Star.
I know.
He's Texas, so he's got the single star modification.
One half white, one half red.
Yeah, well, he's got the American flag here. It's got some shades of blue, shades of red. It looks better than just someone slapdashed on it. And then on his right shoulder, he's got
My phone was listening to you.
Oh, okay.
It was starting to Google that. I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be Patriot armor.
It has
Mark III.
it currently has a cannon like this big, pointed upright, just resting on his shoulder. He has another one kind of slung on his back. He's got a jack ton of pouches around his hip, and there's he's got the flag of Texas here, and he's got the American flag here, and his back has just got all 50 stars on him.
Cool.
Do you have like a cloth collar with the little?
Ascot.
He doesn't have a bolo tie.
Oh!
He does not have a bolo tie. I am disappointed in myself that I didn't think of him having a bolo tie.
He's not real Texas.
He'll get one. It's really hard to have a bolo tie with
No, you could just-
turquoise.
You
on
literally
it.
could take welding solder and just make one. Shit, I bet you Zed could do it.
Yeah. I'll buy one. I'll get one shipped in over from his family.
Make a holographic one.
There you go.
Holographic bolo. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't call him William when his mama calls him that. His mima calls him William too.
I'll call you Billiam.
No, don't do that.
So it's Bill.
Yeah, it's Bill. It's Bill Burton.
Wild Bill Burton. Yeehaw!
He's not going to introduce himself to Mary?
Hi. I forget she's
He
there.
was getting there.
I was getting there. Oh, and what was your
Of
name,
course, he
man?
has to introduce himself to
Mary
the lady
Rockwell.
last.
Mary Rockwell. I know some Rockwells. Are you from the Arkansas Rockwells?
No.
Well, they had a farm about across the street. They did heifers. We just did corn and sorghum. This is really fine. But
So where in Texas are you from?
all over. Don't give me that. Because his family is in oil.
I know, but Arkansas is like all the way that way. I was
Yeah.
like, where in Texas? You got to be northern Texas then.
Yeah, let's see. It's Oklahoma.
Okay. I was like, that's New Panhandle.
No, he said Texas. No, I know where I'm talking about. But so there's a bunch of people, man. You don't have people. It's
I
people.
know. I'm just.
You threw me off my groove.
Listen, Sinji is taking notes because that's what he does. I'm like, oh, you said you were where?
Forgot what I was
Turns out
saying.
your accent's fake, you son of a bitch.
He has a voice changer. He really talks like
You're
this.
really lucky I couldn't remember how to sing the Chuck Norris theme song, the Texas Ranger one. I don't remember how it begins. It's like, blah, 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 an angel and a Texas... I don't remember.
See, now all I'm thinking is like, the stars are
What's the truth
bright.
from wrong from right. I don't remember how it starts. And the eyes of the ranger are upon you. I was going to sing it, and I was like, I can't fucking remember how it starts.
He introduced himself as Bill Burton.
You want to know how to test if you're a real Texan? How do you do the Alamo? You should know. You're weird. How do you sing the Alamo? How's it start? Like, and then you got to go. Because if you're a real Texan, you'll do it. They do it in Pee Wee Herman.
That's a different song. It's the
Well, I
stars.
know.
It's
It's
the
Stars
heart
and
of
Stripes.
Texas.
I'm just saying, but that's how you know you're a real
Deep
Texan.
in the heart
Heart
of Texas.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
what I started doing, and I was
Yeah.
mentioning it, and you were just talking.
Yeah, well, I do that.
Just say the stars are bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
There you go. Okay. Oh yeah.
Can't do it this way because I'm faster this way.
I feel like I heard a story about how that song was banned in World War II for factories because all the factory workers at once kept clapping to it. And it messed with production so much.
See,
that
I
they were
can't
just
tell
like,
if you're just
"No."
making this up or not because it sounds like a real Texas thing.
It's not real, but it's certainly real enough. What do they call it when it's not real, but it's real because it's been ingrained in.
I don't know.
It's like there's a word for that, but I can't think of
Yeah.
what it's called.
I don't have anything to back it up. It's just a story I remember hearing.
So yeah, I've got a car. Let's go somewhere.
I'll drive.
I mean, you drive, no.
And like,
Zed is an excellent driver.
it's like
No, it's
I like you. Okay,
you have a car that you fit in with that.
yeah.
How'd you get a Hummer shift here?
They're very rich.
That's fair.
His funny thing is when on day one when everything started going to crap, Bill over here is in Japan because he's the crazy American on the corporate board. That's why he's there. He was like, "Oh man, all this reality stuff must suck, but I bet my friend, my kin down in Texas are like, there's dinosaurs everywhere. Just stuff them in a barrel, pump them out. You'll be fine. It's a new oil boom."
All your family is Amy's family from Futurama. On Mars. It's all oil and steers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, they're cockroaches. I don't
Yeah, I
know what
don't
they
know.
are, but they're
Yeah.
something.
They're
But
giant beetles.
That's it.
Yeah, no.
But now they're like stegosaurus,
Yeah.
and triceratops, and other pachyderms.
Yeah, Bill is from oil.
Yeah, I love it.
When you said, "Oh, you found a car that could fit you," all I could think of was him sitting on the rocking chair of the Beverly Hillbillies car. Yep.
See, I
Go
was
forward.
thinking the alternative. It's like a Humvee, but it has an external seat that he just locks into.
Yeah. Honestly, that'd be the perfect spot for him. Or just sit him on top, so you don't need a Sam. You just got.
Oh yeah, you don't have a 50 cal. It's just you.
I am the 50 cal.
He is the gun turret.
For sure. Yeah, I think either myself or Mary should drive.
That's fine. He's like, okay, I got the keys.
Unless you have ranks, but I don't think you do. I think
He has ranks.
Yeah, he does.
He has actual ranks.
Oh yeah.
Which is why he's been driving.
Oh
Yeah.
good. Here, let's trade cards.
And he'll just casually toss the keys to you.
Just in case. I'll take whatever. Thank you.
Have you ever driven a car in this area in Japan before?
No, but it'd be fun.
In Japan, no. In China, yeah.
Oh, okay. So this one, all you had to have is the keys in the car, and you push it, and it starts just fine.
Yeah, I just learned that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just learned that. That's kind of new.
Also,
The other cars that I grew up with, you had to crank.
where is he from?
I don't. Somewhere in America.
Oh,
No.
wow.
So Egypt. Oh shit. I don't know.
Nile?
Yeah, isn't it Egypt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah,
Like,
so
okay, well, do they have turn signals where you're from?
it's an arm.
Yeah, well, they got these little lever things. Like, go make sure you use that. People don't like it if you don't use that.
We have a BMW. Fuck it.
He probably goes, okay.
They don't work anyways.
We have a Ford 250 King Ranch. That's what we drive.
Yeah.
I gotta start it, and where are we going?
Oh, yeah. Where are we going? How many days do we have until we have to report to the?
Make stuff up.
I know. I want to say, I want to make sure you're okay with me making stuff up.
Yeah. So we have our employment begins at Shiro Trade and Exports in 3 days. So we have 3 days to associate ourselves with this area.
That's
We're
That's
employed.
Don't quite know what you guys are yet. I think it's going to be custodial. I hope that's okay.
Well, we can discuss the particulars later. First of all, let's head off to our destination. Here, let me.
Well, you know that
Does he got
you're
it?
going to be our executive face, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, good. Because I'm your tech.
good, because I can't use a computer worth a dang.
Yeah, I didn't. They didn't tell me you could.
Remember the good old days when everyone spoke English?
Yes, and getting the car blown up by a tank.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So here's what we're doing. Have you? And it'll just like he'll like hit something and it'll ping something on you, and if you don't got a computer, it just comes back and goes, I don't know.
Is a phone.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go about two ICs, and then you can take a right,
Okay, and he just floors it.
and he's like, ah!
As soon as he starts giving direction, he goes.
And it says, okay, so we're gonna go to that.
Putting a damper, you can't go above 40.
Give me a computer check. Give me a drive
That's
check.
a 10. So 12 minimum
It's a 0.
0. So that's going to be a 16.
Did you
Oh,
crit?
it's favored.
Did you-
Wait? So if I'd have to reroll from the beginning. right?
Yeah.
It's favored.
From the beginning.
Yeah, I got a 12 total. I'm gonna reroll. That's favorite. Yeah, 19's better. So 16 plus 6,
Six.
22.
Mishapped?
Oh yeah, you were able to very quickly get in touch with the computer on this car and
Yeah, I'm like,
settle it to 40 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh, buddy.
I rolled a 3.
yeah, that's fair.
We're gonna be heading over to the Hilton.
And I crossed like 3 lanes of traffic, not paying attention.
Wonderful. Get with me tonight before after we eat dinner, and I'll get you a hollow projector for your suit, so that we can kind of blend it to the best of our ability.
Okay, now where are we going?
We're going to Hilton. Check your parameters there.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll.
Where's the map? I start looking for a map.
The road said.
So I
road.
reach over and I hit the center console button, and the map pops up on the electronic screen.
Yeah, your character is smart enough to know not to look for a map
No.
while driving.
Yeah, he goes, where's the map?
Right here. I did it for you.
That's weird.
Sometimes. with
How
the
long you
font.
boys been with them Storm Knights?
Not long enough.
Since it started?
Oh, I mean, have they not sent you over
Actually,
here yet?
Only about 2 months for you guys.
Well-
I figure, I'm a
We're
native
4
here.
months in, so it's been 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause we discussed this 2 episodes ago about how long we've been.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
However long.
we're not quite to where our other guys are. 'Cause
I
they're
mean,
about
not
6
quite.
to 8. But yeah.
Yeah, I think
You
they're
know,
8 months.
year
before
one.
it started, I
Yeah.
guess. But, that's me.
Huh?
Before it started.
Because he's actually from a different cosm.
Yeah, he's from
I'm-
Nile Empire.
And I
Well,
changed.
are you from Terra?
Yeah.
So yeah, he is
Yeah.
from Terra, which
And
is the home plane of Nile.
And I got sucked into the Nile Empire.
Well,
Yeah, so you were
didn't
Core
get
Earth who
sucked
became
into.
Nile.
You
Yeah,
transformed.
You got transformed, had your moment of crisis after you transformed, and became a Storm Knight for Nile Empire.
Correct.
So you still have vague memories of Core Earth, but they're somewhat confusing to you at times because different axiom levels.
It's like Johnny Quest.
Old Johnny
both
Quest.
and the new one overlap.
Yeah.
So you have memories of both realities, but you're still fundamentally Johnny Quest.
I'm like, okay, so, and I'll start heading over there. I'll probably not doing
so
it.
yeah,
Oh no, it
it's
tells you.
kind of-
It'll tell you which way to go.
you do kind of, oh yeah, maps can do that
Yeah.
with this. So you're like, oh yeah, just follow the blue line.
Yeah, so
I don't know what
to be
color.
fair, this isn't your first interaction because Xavier had a tracking beacon on the armor of Carrie. So you've seen something similar but much smaller on his phone.
Yeah, it always confuses them because of.
And that's fine. And that's why Shinji is like, you just follow the lines. It'll tell you. And then literally while we're talking, you hear, turn left at the next right from whatever Siri
Turn
is
left
in Pan
next
Pacific.
right.
Yeah,
At the next line, I can see.
Whatever.
Next right.
It's okay.
What? Turn left at the next right, right? Left.
The
Going across the
L's and
field now.
R's get crossed sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah. So it's okay, and he'll just drive, but I'm not using the blinkers.
Yeah, I don't care. I just follow the map. Get us there. I don't care. And you can't go above 40 miles an hour. Even though you just there was
You
there's a suppressor.
arrive at the Hilton and have no real issues
good.
driving.
Oh, I'm sure we got flipped off a couple times.
Beyond the angry horn honk and flying of the bird.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Suicidal
no cops actually see you.
No suicidal birds, or maybe a couple suicidal birds.
Bill gets out and is like, okay, come on.
All right,
And
great.
we'll wave him down like, room 319. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we approach concierge. Like, you have us on reservation,
Yeah,
correct?
one.
Oh yeah, no, you don't gotta go worry about that.
I do.
And then like he'll.
I do. It's okay. This is part of my job. I'll walk up and say, do we have a reservation under Burton? Or do we have it under whatever our utility
Yeah,
name
we
should
got
be?
we got the penthouse, man.
Yeah, no, that's great. I just, but I have to
why
set
is
up
he-
security.
Why is he Hispanic all of a sudden?
Mine? Got him on in most, eh? Vato!
A
No,
little Tex-Mex in there.
Yeah,
It's okay.
there's a
I mean,
bit
to
of
be
a-
fair, you could be Tex-Mex and I
you
could
probably
be
could. You have no idea.
Japanese Mexican. Or the Spanish is our native language. Somehow.
Fred Zed is also half Mexican.
He
You'll
doesn't
find
know
it out later as a big reveal.
Yeah, those Egyptian secretly Mexicans. They all look alike. Oh, hey.
So that's why I don't burn in the sun.
Oof, buddy. Oof.
Oh my word!
No.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Wow.
Burton has the penthouse for the little bit.
Great. I will approach concierge and I will ask about security, basic security for the Hilton. Just what access do we have? What security protocol, just the standard.
Yeah, and they tell you it's standard motel
Right.
security.
Great.
Which isn't good.
It's not
Well,
great.
it's standard for Pan Pacifica, which would be like, oh, we'll keep an eye on it, but also the eyes are human and they're stupid. So, great, thank you. Is there? I want to do so good. I want to remember the name. It's not the internet because that's core. It's the grid. The grid is Pan Pacifica.
The grid is Darkhold.
Then what's Pan Pacific called?
I have no idea.
The
That's
net?
a good question.
Because I think I think the grid is connected to both, which is
I know the grid is very Darkhold.
Because then you have the holo
PABC is the net, GodNet.
is the GodNet.
Internet is Core Earth,
Uh-huh.
and then Japan has their own. Pan Pacifica has their own.
The Zuzu net?
It's not Zuzu.
'Cause you use a Zuzu
is
phone.
the phones that are hacked to interact with it. They're basically if you have a Zuzu phone, it can't be tracked by the other users on the net naturally. That's it has to be a hacked Zuzu. But I thought it was called the grid.
It's quite possible.
It might be.
Those are the only 3 words that I saw associated with independent internets.
And it could be.
Yeah. And to be fair, Darkhold does piggyback off a lot of other stuff as well. So, because Darkhold is Russia.
Yes.
Yeah. So that would make sense. Because Pan Pacifica is like all of it. Excuse me.
Well, Pan Pacifica only recently pushed out into China.
When we first started playing, we were at 6 months
Yeah.
and had already pushed into Russia. Well, not into Russia, but
Into China.
you know what I meant.
Yeah, I follow you.
I knew what I was saying, but it was definitely incorrect because
The words that came out of it was understandable.
I was thinking China, which is like
I thought
Russia,
when we
South
first started
Mongolia,
playing, we
stuff
were
like
at
that.
a year mark.
Yes. The original characters started at the year 1 mark.
Okay.
oh, that's right.
These characters started at the 6 months mark.
That's
Okay.
it. And then our original,
So-
our day 1 characters were
Day one.
Day one.
yeah. That was our
But yeah,
3
the
episode
characters you're playing, started this game with were 6 months in. So
Right.
it wasn't year 1. Things have changed.
Things will change.
Things
Yeah.
will change.
So
I can't find anything on net.
Did you guys want to go ahead and take the break? It's after 8.
yeah, it's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Take a break
so
now.
we're going to take a break now, and we will see you at. You know what? Let's go 8:45.
Sounds good to me.
8:45. We will be back, and we're back. So our Storm Knights are settling into the Hilton.
I have money.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, I don't know if this is appropriate, Bill, but how is your eggplant? Like, is it dangerous levels, or are you still okay to get around?
What's that, Alan?
I
His
showed him the
eggplant.
picture of the eggplant. How
Yeah.
you described it earlier.
Oh, I think that this is an age thing. I
Are
apologize.
they asking what I think they're
no,
asking?
No, I apologize. Earlier, yesterday I was instructing them on the art of emojiism so that we could communicate subvertly, and I made the comment of as we get older, I meant the plant, the actual eggplant. It engorges, and I think they're associating your advanced age with an engorged eggplant. They're asking if you're okay with your modifications.
Oh yeah, my eggplant works just fine.
He's like, it's I'm from Texas. I can knock the horns off it.
I'm a red-blooded American.
I thought I knew so many people.
My eggplant's not purple. It's
Now-
red, white, and blue.
Now I don't know.
I pissed red, white, and blue. My doctor says it's a kidney infection. It's
told
really
you
for
I'm
freedom.
Sounds like I'm infected with freedom.
You okay? You're turning real red. You're excited.
Oh, stray plant. I'm trying to breathe.
So I don't know, but sounds like this Texas of yours. What cosm is it? Who is the High Lord of
America.
Texas?
The High Lord of Texas? Well, actually, it's a funny thing you say that. There's a group of people that I like to consider myself a part of, even though I'm not. They're called the Texas Rangers. And don't give me that.
I can't do this.
And they patrol all of Texas and make sure that everything's taken care of. I don't know if you've heard of the rule that one raid, one ranger. It only takes one ranger to put down a whole entire raid. It's totally fantastic.
Yeah. For
So-
copyright reasons, his name is Charles Norris.
It's like, actually, in so much as I was trying to figure out a name for myself, and I was like, well, I can't be like the Lone Ranger, because I was thinking like the Lone Star Ranger, but like that's too much of like that old time Western show. Pew pew pew, guns,
Oh, with the horse.
guns, yeah, and Tonto. But like I was a little concerned because I'm a real full-blooded Texan, and to have this star is a really big important part because I grew up under the Lone Star flag, and it's a real big deal. It's close to my heart.
Right.
But like then I was the next option was like I could be like Ranger Bill, but I was like, but I'm not like a children's show. I'm not a fuzzy bear. So I was like, I'm just gonna be called the Ranger, and that's what it says on my ID. Well, my Delphi ID. My other ID says Bill Burton. See,
Oh,
Bill Burton the third.
okay.
I think I'll just call him 3.
3?
Yeah, because he's the 3rd.
Out of character. I knew a guy who called himself Trey because he was the third.
That's Philip DeFranco on YouTube. His son is also Philip DeFranco the third, so they call him Trey.
Yeah, I thought that was really
It is
silly.
very cute. But then you have a fourth, and you're like, what do you call him?
Quadro. It's like Pedro, but Quadro.
Quad.
That's my son, Quat.
I named my firstborn son. He's got my name. He's a second. I'm a first. Don't give me that look.
That's just junior and senior.
No, it's not. It's actually very different.
Are you a junior?
No,
Oh, wait.
no. I am a first, and he is the second. Junior and senior only is referring to those who are alive. And well, technically I am senior, but I'm not the senior. And he's not junior. There are actually two different naming setups.
Aren't you both alive?
Yes, but I don't like junior as a appellation. It's frustrating to me, and I don't like to be called senior. I am the first, and he is the second.
So you're Big J, he's Little J.
I am senior, and I am senior, junior.
Well, apparently my brother came up with his own naming convention, and it's being carried on. Of my brother, Wayne Jason, named his son
Jason
Wayne.
Sure.
Who just named his son Wayne Jason.
So he can if it's the same surname, he can be Wayne Jason the second. It can skip generations.
Yeah, but
It can also go down
Yeah.
weirdly.
So I knew a family in New York who did that. The grandfather would name the grandson, and the son would name the great grandson.
Yeah,
So his grandson.
Yeah.
It was never father and son. It was always grandfather grandson.
yeah, it's understandable.
But they never did second, third, or anything like that. They just kept it as is because it was a generation removed. So nobody was like, "Oh, that's my grandpa, same name as me." It's usually by the time they were an adult, the grandpa had passed.
It's because it's New York.
That's fair.
You're
You're not wrong. I don't have any living grandparents, so I'm like, yeah, that's fair enough.
Let's go same. I don't have any living
'Cause
parents, so
it's like most children don't. Unless you call them junior, they won't go by nomenclature of junior.
Yeah.
They just like, my name's like William. My name's Bill.
Yeah.
Or Billy or Willie or whatever, right? Because I have my nephew's name is Richard. His father's name is Richard, and they're both Richard Rayner, the first and the second.
Well, I have a
They're not senior and
their
junior.
last
They use-
name Ranger. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
I
Rayner,
got
like Kyle
a
Rayner.
brother named
R-A-Y-N-O-R.
Richard A. Gill,
Okay,
and my
okay.
dad's name is
Raynor.
Richard A. Gill.
Raynor.
Rayner.
But the middle
Raynor, okay.
but the
It's
middle
it's
name
spelled
is different.
Raynor, but it's pronounced Rayner.
I got
Yeah,
my dad's
I know.
name is
This is
Richard
very- it's Dick
Arthur,
Rayner.
and
But
my
we call
brother's
we call
Richard Angus.
the senior we call him Dickie, and then we have Rick or Ricky.
Yeah, Big Dick and Little Dick.
Well, we don't. Neither one of them are. I love you, Richard. Neither one of them are Big Dick.
And we're back to eggplant.
Yeah, we're back to eggplants. It's a full circle. It's a day for full circles.
That's a different type of eggplant. Full circle. It's a Taurus. It's a cheese wheel.
Oh no,
Makes me think of Ron.
it's a
White.
wrong type of cheese.
Ron White, also from Texas.
Do you have to prune your eggplant?
No, Alan.
I don't know how to answer that. It's the question.
That's why we have handlers.
I don't know how to answer that.
You have
I
people-
don't really know. As Jeremiah, I don't know how to answer that.
So, what is this thing that we're supposed to be starting off in 3 days? Because all I got told to do is
So
come on
if
a
I know
plane.
it's on the up and up, basically we're meant to investigate Shiro trade and exports. A lot of it is going to be data inclusion, and that'll be on my end. Effectively, I just don't want to go in blind, so you guys have to go in at surface level, some form of custodial or intern or something that meshes with your abilities. I may just I may have Alan do custodial work, and then I may have you be a driver for one of the executives, so that I can get a bug into the vehicle. That seems more to suit your training.
Bug?
You know what a bug is. If you're gonna forget 6 months with Xavier, I'm just gonna pimp slap you right now.
Well, is it?
But no,
how big does it need to be? Because I could probably make a pretty good sized bug.
Mine are smaller than the one that was on the power armor that Xavier.
Well, I was thinking actually making a bug.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you understand the concept of bug.
Your tag.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Even as
actually-
Nile Empire, you probably understand. Oh yeah, bug. Yes, they were big bugs that had to be
what's
really
the-
well concealed.
Time frame for Nile? Because bugs.
Second World War.
World War
Yeah,
One.
yeah.
World
So
War.
that would be
World War
right around
Two.
the time. Because it would be
Espionage
bugging.
really took over.
Yeah, the bugging the command lines became prevalent. It was different because
Yeah.
it was Morse bugging, but then it became more prevalent to actual phones back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
So that you would be familiar enough with the concept. Maybe not the word bugging, but yeah.
wiretaps.
But yes, you would. Yeah, that would be more prevalent to your specialization than. But yeah, I found out bugging comes from the whole concept of fly on the wall. So they call it bugging. I was like, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Debugging is something very similar.
That's a computer thing.
They
yeah,
picked
that's,
a moth out of the boards.
Yeah.
Straight up. They
Well,
pulled a
because
moth
they would
out
die.
of
The wings would be connectors, and they would die, and it would stay there. Mice do it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was more flying like flies and moths and butterflies, and it's like we're debugging the
Sorry, I'm
computer.
just
operation line.
imagining an alternate world where, oh yeah, we just need to demouse your computer.
No, I like my mouse. Did you get your mouse back there?
Oh, I got
Right?
my mouse, but yeah, I'm just like, yeah, they call this the bug, and when you fix your computer, it gets demoused.
That's very fair.
I'm like, that'd be funny.
Yeah, you're probably right. There's probably a reality that has that exact thing.
I can supply you both with ion clothing. Basically,
What's wrong with
makes
my
you
clothing?
look fancy.
Well, I mean,
I'm
probably
giving you new
nothing,
outfits for
but
your
if we're
work.
going to be undercover, we need to look like we belong here.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Unlike all of this before, where we've been flashy and everybody hates
Standing
us for
out.
some reason.
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
that and getting attacked by monkeys.
Well, yeah, but then
Well,
we
monkeys
didn't
are less
care
prevalent here
about-
in Japan. Not gone, but they're less prevalent.
Right.
We had swarms of monkeys. It was terrifying.
Oh, swarm of monkeys sounds horrible. I don't know what I would do with that.
We had Kim.
That's fair.
What's a
I met
Kim?
him. He was interesting.
Short dwarf
Oh, okay.
from the Isle.
Okay.
Well,
A short
A
dwarf.
short dwarf.
he's gnome size.
So, he was a bearded gnome.
He was basically like a
Walking
what's the
tank.
word?
He was a little person in
Yeah.
a suit, not unlike
A
yours,
punching
but more
tank.
medieval than.
Oh, okay.
And he liked jumping on landmines.
That's an odd fellow.
Yeah, he used him as. Oh, I wasn't there. Xavier before he. No, I didn't know him then either. The dossier said that he was using him as
Hopscotch?
launching pads. Yeah,
Hold on.
hopscotch.
That sounds like a strange man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, when I go to sleep, I'm going to neural jack into the visual component of the thing, just to make sure that we're safe. So, I won't be doing anything subversive. I'm just going to be looking through the camera to make sure nobody's coming at us. And then I will
Understandable.
institute a computer program to awaken me through my neural jack if somebody comes within a certain range of whatever. Basically, alarm. But with that being said, we're going to eat, and then I'll get to you in a minute. But I'm going to give you guys iron clothing. I'm wearing it. I'll show you all flashy. It's basically just Cyberpunk's 2077 cool shit. Like, I look all flashy. Very Tron style. This is the du jour, something du jour, fashion du jour of of Japan in the moment. I can't do anything about your external stuff, so like your cloak is you and whatever the hell you have, your belt and shit. But here's clothing to help you blend in a little bit.
Hey.
And then I
Thank
have
you.
a hollow projector for you. So I'm going to implant this on the underside of your undercarriage of your armor, and then it'll project outside like a business suit attire. It will not interact. So if I reach forward, it will stop my hand before it gets to your suit because your armor is there.
Really? Oh,
But it
that's cool.
visually looks like your armor is not there. It looks like you're buff in a suit.
Okay.
So
Is it made out of cotton?
no, it's made out of photons. You would know them as light particles, light rays, light.
No, the clothes you gave us. Is it cotton? Do I need to iron
No,
it?
I think ion clothing is like
Is it
polyester, but it's synthetic. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
Plastic,
synthetic.
basically.
Yeah.
It feels light and comfortable because it's meant to be, but it's definitely not cotton.
It's like a polyester mesh.
Yeah,
Poly
I don't-
cotton blend mesh.
Because he's like, I just wear cotton.
yeah, I don't think cotton exists in Pan Pacific at the moment. I mean, you can wear cotton underneath it.
Okay.
I think it just goes over your suit right there.
I mean, you can wear what you want. It's not going to help you blend in.
You
as
wear
easily.
just a white suit, right?
Yeah, he just
You look
wear-
like Kimberly, right, from
He-
Full Metal Alchemist.
He looks like
Michael Jackson in Thriller.
no.
Or not Thriller.
Dr. What's His Bucket on
Later
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like that.
Oh, the evil guy gets
No,
his
no.
face melted away.
no.
No,
he's-
the
he's-
bad dates. His buddy.
Oh, I thought the guy who
Salah.
drank. Yeah, I know, but doesn't the guy who drank the thing have a white suit on?
Yeah, the white suit is a very traditional thing. That's why I was saying, like, Kimberly from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood does the same thing.
Yeah.
He's even got that
Well, you're
white.
talking about
Yeah, even
Raider of
he
the Lost
wears-
Ark, and I was
he
like,
we-
how many white suits are in that? I only know the one, but
That's two.
oh, fair enough.
Yeah, not the short, fat guy. It was the tall, skinny guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the German.
The German.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about his Arabian
You're
friend.
talking about the guy that plays Max Arturo in Sliders. He's the short.
Who also plays Gimli in Lord of the Rings.
Yes,
Dave-
Yeah,
yes.
no.
John Rhys Davies.
I can't remember. Thank you. That's his
I
name.
can't remember what his
Yeah,
name
oh,
is.
you're right. He does wear a white suit. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
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 It's
But either way, yeah,
it's the,
that would
it's the
fine. That
culture.
would that would be fine.
You
That
wear
was-
white because it reflects the sun.
Yeah. And
Yes.
he,
It's
and
hot.
and wears a fedora most of the time.
Yeah, you're good.
Except he keeps losing his fedora.
Okay, so you're the German and you're Rick O'Connell.
Yeah.
Now you're Rick O'Connell in a ionic clothing, which is it's either white or black, and then it has LEDs. And then that will look like whatever you want it, but you have to tell me what you want it to look like, and then I can program it.
Well, I mean, if
Right
we need
now,
to be,
it's just solid black suit.
that works.
I will be.
Give me like a whittlebone, a whittlebone pattern.
Herringbone?
Yeah, but a whittlebone.
I don't know what that means. Can you show me?
Yeah, and it brings it out and it looks exactly like a herringbone, but it's a whittlebone.
Yeah. Take a second to prime it up, and then it's like. Is that more to your liking?
Oh yeah, fantastic. No pinstripes. We're good.
Okay. Well, I was gonna have.
It's black with.
Conor McGregor says "F you" in the pinstripes. It says "I'm from Texas" in the pinstripes. No, that's fine.
It's like the Star Trek Discovery uniforms where
Oh,
they're all
yeah.
tiny, like miniature Star Trek insignia. I'm like, F that. It's all just Texas. It's just Texas interlocked with itself.
It's Texas. Oh, you know,
The
like
Texas
the
tessellation.
13-sided new shape that they invented. It's
Oh,
just a
yeah,
flat Texas
yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
So your suit is just all
It's
patterned
just
Texas.
Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
You look real
microscopic
close.
level. Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you see the new, like the new Idaho state they're trying to do? Like parts of Oregon's trying to secede to Idaho.
Greater
Yeah,
Idaho.
Greater Idaho has
Yeah.
been around for the last 20 years.
Yeah, I looked at the state. And it
There's
looks
still
like
maps with Desert
it
Island.
looks like they're trying to. It's flipping everybody off.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it does.
it's supposed to flip everybody off because they hate Portland. And they hate Seattle.
Yep.
It's gained a lot of traction in the last 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel like Alan's just going to be spending the night just playing with the controls on his new clothes. Going,
So we need to infiltrate. Infiltrate's not necessarily my strong suit. My strong suit is
Which is why I
this.
gave you that suit.
Okay,
Yeah,
my strong suit is this: is guns, guns, and more guns.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have a dossier on you, so I don't know what your.
I'm good at getting
Brain.
guns.
Which is great, but that's not what we need right now. We kind of need eyes on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a dossier on these gentlemen. I didn't get one on you, so.
That's totally understandable. Well, give me some backstory. So I used to work for this company when all this going down, but then like we got bought out by one of the other big ones over there, and we were currently working on this not this prototype, but a prototype for this armor, and then they stole the rights, and they only paid me about $10,000 in a severance package, which I was on the corporate board. This is absolutely stupid. And so yeah, I'm a righteous indignation that we're gonna take that corporation down because they stole my idea.
Was the corporation Kanawa?
Probably, I don't know, some weird
Okay.
Japanese sounding name. Not sounding racist here.
Sure. The Texans
Essentially-
in Japan, he's not going to sound racist. It's
Essentially,
unintentional.
The corporation that bought him out was eventually bought out by Kanawa, because that's how that works.
So right now we're starting at Shiro. I think the idea, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what Casey has.
But basically-
but I think we're connecting the dots to the bigger picture.
Yeah. So what
yes.
happened is he was working for a corporation. That corporation basically got bought out by Patriot Arms, which is why they have
Well,
a Texans
yeah.
phrasing of "You are the gun." It's very
Is it-
not very
Yeah,
Japanese.
No, Patriot Arms.
Patriot Arms is
Is Kanawa?
is as a shell of Kanawa essentially.
No, I know that, but I was like, because Baha'i is also
Yeah, they're all shells of Kanawa.
Yeah, they're all pretty much shells.
okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, it was bought out through
I
14
mean-
different shell companies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything and everything is a shell of Kanawa at this point.
Yeah,
And
so,
I mean,
yeah,
there's
Shiro
a
Trade
lot of
Exports.
I mean, Quinn knows that, but a lot of people don't believe it.
My specializations are fine, persuasion, and streetwise, in
Yeah,
addition
sweet.
to fire combat.
We can use your name, if nothing else, as a immediacy to gain access to certain areas that we may not normally have access to. I could go in as your tech guy, but I believe I have a job already in IT as a temp or something like that. Is what I assume. Yeah, because I'm the only one here who has an actual job. I'm going to spend the night and try to get them a job through the same agency, one as custodian and potentially a driver for one of the execs. But that doesn't mean that you couldn't get an introduction to whoever, board or whatever, and then just kind of input bugs or something of that nature wherever,
Yeah.
whatever you feel is required. With that being said, after I give you everything, the clothing and whatnot, I believe I already gave them. I know I wrote it down. Hands-free comps. There it is.
I have a set of mine too.
All right, good.
I have a question about your holo projector. Does it work if I'm actively firing, or does it get disrupted?
So it only works unless we're in combat.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's called a hologram clasp. It's effectively just...
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what they
and
are.
then it just projects.
Hologram clasp gives you +1 to dodge too. Or is that the HUD
I
scrambler?
didn't read that. No, this just projects something.
Okay,
It doesn't give you any bonuses to anything. Although I think there's an advanced version that counts as photon armor against like lasers, which might apply to dodge.
Okay.
But I don't have that. I have just like the
Okay.
$400, $500 version.
Yeah, the same one that Gunther had.
Yeah. Yeah, you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
I think Gunther had the actual...
No. Gunther didn't have the. So he had both. He had the HUD scrambler.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's what it is. The HUD scrambler gives you a +1 to dodge.
Yeah.
And it cancels
plus
out.
+2 on the GodNet because it's more active.
Yep.
Yeah, I have that.
And then you have the hologram class, which is how he got his investments. Yep. So.
Yeah, so it's non-interactive. It's just light.
That's fine.
But it's very, very... Unless they're like rated...
Well, he has silent ammo. So, I mean,
even
like... so if his gun just, like, pops up while he's talking and just kills off a bunch of CEOs, he's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody knows it's
You
Terminator.
have to... Once it breaks, you then have to, like, go somewhere and
reactivate
use
it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's fine.
All right.
But yeah, so we'll figure that out. Yeah, I have... I have a tracking device, which I think I'm going to give to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will do a bunch of rolls. We'll do that in a minute to see if we can get you in. Worst case scenario, it's got to be mid or high as far as like getting access to them. And then for you, custodial, I'm just going to do the digital badge. I can't give you a physical one, so unless, I don't know, you can steal one. But I can give you a digital ID print, which will basically function like one.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's like a key card, key fob, whatever, that won't work. But if like hand, you should be okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, if this is going to be a danger close mission, I'm going to leave my and he'll take off Bessie, and he's like, I'll leave Bessie here. Cassandra will stay with me.
Okay. I can't say anything. It's Veronica.
No. Yeah.
I'm just like,
They name their guns?
you don't?
Not really.
You have a gun?
I have. I pull out my the K08 pistol,
Oh, that's right.
and then I have my rifle,
Oh yeah.
and then I have.
What's the quote from The Office? That's a girl's gun? God. Trying to continue.
I know, like a little single shot one.
Yeah.
Little bit.
It's not single shot.
No. He's quoting The Office.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
So, yeah. At the end of the day, you guys are on your own. I'll give you whatever help I can do to assist you, but effectively, I just need.
What are we looking for?
Well, I need access to information, and you guys are just there to facilitate that. So I'm going to give you a tracking device to apply to the one of the COs so that I have access to their movements, which could give me in future days a better idea of what to track. So like where to go for data information.
So are you just going in there and instilling information that we...
I am.
Yeah.
You guys are just acting as my go-betweens. You are my literal eyes. I have to be stationary where I'm going to be because I have to do an actual job. I need you guys to act as my intermediaries. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we're the peons. You're the big dude.
I don't know about that. I'm just the one who's going to encase the
You
information.
might not
but-
have an eggplant, but it's okay.
Beaumont Adams as a girl's gun. That's what she says.
Oh, is it Catherine that says that?
Yeah.
Catherine Tate's character, because she's from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, or maybe no. Robert's from California.
Yeah, Robert, California.
No, she's from England. She's not Texas. I'm stupid.
Different lady.
Catherine Tate. She's the redhead.
Oh, not...
Is it Ellie? Who says the girl's gun went? Is it?
Oh, man. She's a fantastic actress.
Is it the Ellie Kimber character?
No,
The
no,
girl
no.
that takes over for Pam.
No. The woman with the two dogs.
Oh, Angela Lounsbury. No, but it's not her. You know who I mean? It's
Angela
the older
Lansbury,
woman with the white hair, and she does
she's
Saber.
redheaded and was in
Yeah,
bed
she's the
nuts
head of
and
Saber.
broomsticks.
I can't remember her name, though.
Oh my god, she's Bobby Boucher's mom.
She's
in-
Yeah,
also
she's a
Mrs.
fantastic
Yeah, I can't
actress.
remember her name either.
Bates.
Say again?
Kathy Bates.
Kathy
Thank
Bates.
you.
Yeah,
thank
you said
I-
Kathy, and I was
know.
like,
No, I was thinking of Murder She Wrote because I was thinking of the movie where she breaks the guy's legs.
yeah.
But I was like,
Misery.
yes, Misery, and I was like, why? I'm thinking of Angela Lansbury. That's not her. I'm thinking of this movie. What the hell's her
Yeah,
name?
and
Kathy
I
Bates,
was
yeah.
following him. I'm like, yeah, but that's not her name. That's not her name. Yeah, no, she plays a fantastic
Yeah,
woman.
she's
in that.
so funny in that.
Like you go to pull out a gun, and I'm like, that's
Which,
not a
yeah,
gun.
I like how she shits all over Gabe all the time.
Yeah.
Anyways,
What kind of gun do you pull out?
It's just it's KO8, but it also looks like it's been stuff has
Modified.
been put on it and taken it off multiple times.
It's like the pistol revolver in friggin' BioShock 2. It's just got like
just
like
random shit.
things. What's the word I'm looking for? Tubes.
Yeah.
Vacuum tubes attached to it.
Well, he pulls out like 2 or 3 of them because we found several of them, and some of them have different things. And he goes, "Well, this one shoots fire, that one shoots lightning. This is just a normal one."
Cool.
No, that's actually good that you got multiple weapons. I
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I just have the one.
I just have Bessie and Cassandra here, and Cassandra like pops up, turns around, looks around, and pops back down.
Yeah,
That is so weird.
So mine's a 45 Colt automatic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's very Texan.
It's very, very
It was a
Texan.
gift. It's modified as well, but because it's a smart gun now.
Oh, okay.
So which one? What's the name of your shoulder-mounted one?
Cassandra.
Cassandra. Because I just imagine when during introductions, you put further modifications, so like curtsies and bows.
No, he did not activate his weapon while they were in the airport. That's a faux pas.
I know Johnny Five had a laser shoulder mount at one point. Did he also not at one point have a
So he
Gatling gun?
No, he has a laser because all the robots have laser mounted.
Laser.
In the second film, he removes it and installs a toolbox
Toolkit.
instead.
Yeah. With multi.
Why do I feel?
multi-purpose.
But didn't he at one point have a belt-fed chain gun at one point?
No, it was always a laser.
Yeah,
Why am I thinking of?
because there's multiple things that have that, like
No, I know
the
but
robot
I
off
thought it
of
was Johnny Five. but it might have
RoboCop.
been
Doesn't have a. Well,
It's-
it might
well,
be
the-
belt
the-
fed, but
the-
you can't see him.
The what NT 45s,
Yeah.
the giant ones.
Yeah.
But those are the ones we fought last week.
Yeah.
2 of those. I was almost one of those. I was gonna be AI in one of those. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just be in one of the suits.
Be an AI. Yeah.
Because then I would just be Akira, or liking Akira. Then I just have like 2 wheels that I could be my own little motorbike and pop out like a transformer. That was my original idea before I came up with the idea of the dog, and I was like, "Oh, the dogs, that'd be fun. I would have so much fun with that." And all of a sudden, like you or me,
Becomes
the,
difficult.
the operative comes out, and it's just a awakened dog, and they'd be like, "What the?" But
This dog is like, "Hey, how you doing?" You're like, "What the crap?"
because it would talk.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's what's her bucket off of Marvel.
Yes, not Lockheed, but very similar.
I can't remember her name. The dog. They use her in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Leica.
Yeah, the Russian dog.
Yes, but she has a voice box. It's
She
like-
does have a voice
I,
box.
I never laughed so hard in my life when he called her a bad dog.
Yeah.
She's like, I am not the bad dog. And eventually, at the end,
Yeah,
God
he's
calls
like,
her a
good dog.
And she's
she's
like,
like,
I knew you
it.
loved me.
I knew you loved me.
That must be 3.
It is
It
3.
is.
It is
It
3.
is.
Seen it
It
yet.
has 4 bad moments, but the rest of the movie is superior.
It's actually it makes up for 2 so bad.
Okay.
It helps to watch the Christmas episode. You don't have to
Yes.
watch it, but it helps
well,
because
just watch it anyways because it's got Kevin Bacon.
it's also funny because they make a Christmas song.
yeah. It's you got to watch it because then you don't understand 2 of the jokes between Quill and Mantis.
Oh, okay.
The sibling joke.
It's decent. It's decent. It's
I'll
worthwhile.
get around to it.
No,
I'll
it's
get
fine.
around
It's
so
fine.
good. Yeah,
It's
I
fine.
laughed my
Eventually.
ass off. And also, High Evolutionary, as far as the actual character, is bastardized. Like they just ruined him.
Oh yeah.
But the way he plays it and the type of villain he is so
fantastic.
Guardian of the Galaxy.
Also,
The only negative part is how
tore my heart out some of those scenes, man.
yeah.
It's really good emotionally.
The worst part is how they baby Adam Warlock. Other than that, him as Adam Warlock is
He's
amazing.
a fantastic.
But he's just a baby. and
I
hate
just
that.
watched Meet the Millers
Yes.
because
What's it look like? What's it look like?
he's in it.
Yeah.
Like watching the progression of that actor has been fantastic.
Well, he's with Maze Runner and a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, he's a
So
bunch
good.
of stuff.
Yeah.
He's in
He was in Toy Story as Sid.
Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, I know. It's a joke. He was in Toy Story as Sid.
Yeah. He's an Ice Age as Sid too.
Yeah. So yeah, so I guess I got to do some computer rolls to see if I can get these guys
Give me
implemented.
some computer rolls. See what you can come up with for.
All right, so
Start with Alan, shall we?
I'm going to download the directory and get a list of CFOs because they're not all CEOs.
You have CEO,
CFOs,
which is
CFO.
executive officer. The FO is the financial officer. The
I
IO
want
is the
that.
information
Yeah,
officer.
I just want somebody high, mid-level, or above.
Probably COO, operations.
That's operation. That'd be even better. Yes. Or if there's a COO specific to tech. So I don't.
CIO.
That would work.
Yeah, information officer.
I got 19 on my roll, so that's going to be.
Do you
Plus
know
6.
what the nickname for a COO is?
Co.
He's a pigeon.
So that's a
Because they
22.
coo.
Ah. That made my
Nope.
head hurt.
Wait. Yeah, 22.
It's probably all the drugs you've been injected with. It's okay.
It's okay.
So yeah, I have meat space and comms, but
I
those
wonder
are
if I ought to get
specific to types of
sunglasses or
checks,
something,
not
'cause my eyes look
standard.
like cat
So,
eyes.
But
yeah. So 22.
Okay, I mean,
as
yeah.
far-
Yeah.
Just going by my difficulty modifier. 22.
barely a success.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah, barely a success because
Delayed
10 is standard.
inconvenience. That's fine.
I think you guys forget that a lot.
No, I don't forget it.
And then I'll start.
No, we're just paranoid. We're like, no. We go
You're
for.
paranoid.
Okay, so I'm gonna start
Oh,
hacking.
geez.
We were raised in households that only A's count. So,
That's
20
also-
is
They
above.
tried that with me and it failed.
Alright,
Epically.
so
Failed just like your grades?
My grades never failed.
21 to hack and implement
I take it
data
back. I did get
for
1 F.
Alan and
21 on a 22? That's pretty good.
Zed.
Zed. Thank you. And I'm gonna give them both. There's a terminology. I wish my wife was here because she'd be like, "Oh, I know what that word means." There's a terminology where you take an American name and you Japanize it, like their last name, their surname. I'm doing that for both of them, and I'm letting them know.
Yeah, I don't even know.
And then I'm going to instruct the, if I can, and I'll make another roll if I have to. So, in 3 days, so in the 3 days, I'm going to have Shiro Company mail to our hotel their cards, whatever they need to get in for their jobs, and mine as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you're responsible for calling and setting up a face-to-face for whatever you think is reasonable. And I know that you don't need the funds, but here's where I'd offer you to hack into a bank to give you some fundage if you required it, but you don't.
Bill will most likely talk to what's our purpose? So what are we trying to do there?
So on the cuff, I'm going to go through all their records as far back as I can, and I'm looking for street service items of moderate size, items such as lamps, vending machines, and then I need to identify any anomalies in the producers or the shippers. So basically just trying to get an entire list of their import and exports.
You the manifests?
Yes. And then any information that we can get off that. So enacting yourself as
Figuring out
a
that we're gonna
importer
need to figure
would
out
get
what
you
vending
in there
machine was.
ASAP, and then you could work out some. I don't know what else you interact with, but
I mean, okay, I want to ask a question to Casey. So I have 2 perks.
Okay.
One is wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
The other is arms dealer.
Okay.
oh, there you go. Is that black market stuff?
No, it just makes it easier for me to get guns.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I requisition anything that's a weapon,
It's low.
I ignore rarity, I ignore restrictions, and I just go. I roll it just like his
Yeah.
redback. I roll and I do that whenever I need to.
Yeah.
I need to get that for me.
the last thing we need is you growing
Well,
extra arms.
It's for weapons only.
I almost took
No,
a perk
for-
called Bag of.
When I
Yeah, the bag of weapons.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and it would be Pan
For
Pacific
when he's
specific.
actually playing himself again.
yes,
When
Yeah.
he's playing Fred,
I'm
No, that's
playing
fine.
myself.
he needs to get arms dealer so the lieutenant can't say no to missile launchers.
This is very true. Law rockets.
I want a low rocket. No.
I want 2 rockets.
That's not fair.
Look,
Bill has
LT,
one on.
I got Sam's.
Yeah, Bill has one on
How?
his shoulder. I want 2.
I looked. I can only mount one cannon on one shoulder.
Yeah, and it takes action to reload because you have to. Boop.
Not me.
Well, that's.
I took the
There's an
speed
auto.
loading
Oh,
mechanism.
nice. That's stupid.
It's considered a free action for me.
Oh yeah, because it would be simple. It would upgrade, but you ignore bulk.
Yeah.
So you don't give a shit. That's
Yeah,
so
no.
stupid.
No.
I love it.
It has hurt me because I have not been able to put a lot in anything else.
Sure. No, that's
But I've
valid.
got 5 perks in my power suit.
valid.
Yeah, ignores bulky trait on firearms and energy weapons.
Yeah, it hurts.
And it allows you to upgrade the small mini cannon or small Gatlin to the larger minigun.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically have a 45 cal discharge on your back, and it's silent, which is
It can be silent.
well, all it does. Yeah, because you spent the perk, but it just
Yeah.
goes. That's all it does. It just
Yeah.
makes a buzzing sound.
Yeah. He's got the A10 can. He's got the Vulcan cannon on his arm.
They also have a perk. It's integrated, so then you can also have other weapons.
Yeah, but it gives you 3 hard points.
Yeah.
But you can only. It specifically states you can only install weapons up to $1,000
Individually.
individually.
Yeah,
yes.
so you have
and
two
other
additional,
and the
yeah.
other the
Oh, yeah, no,
minigun
it's like
is
15
10
grand.
is
Yeah.
10 grand.
It's stupid, but that's why you have to pay a perk to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's well. I've got the
Which
other
is
one that's
valid.
20
Yeah,
grand. Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. It's expensive.
Yeah. But I built that, and then I took the perk where you can aim as a simple action, so you can aim on the same turn you
Yeah.
shoot. I'm like, that's so dumb.
I decided against it.
Valid. Valid. Because that's just bullshit.
Yeah. Right now it's just. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured a plus 25 is already. It's out
Part
there.
of me is like, I can't wait to find out he only has 2 rounds of combat for ammunition. He's like, yeah, I need to order some more.
Yeah.
Amazon,
Well,
send
if
me
he
more.
does a heavy burst, he uses all of his ammo in one round. Yeah.
With this specific one, I have 20 shots with my big cannon and 10 shots with my little cannon.
Right, and so the heavy burst uses up all of it.
Uses 1 because that's how it's specifically written. I don't have ammo. I have shots, and 1 shot takes 50 rounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah, I have
You
10
effectively have
Yeah.
like 1,000 bullets, but they're in
in
belts.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They're-
Okay.
No, I
Yeah,
spend.
we're on the
50
same
yeah,
page.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bursts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a 50 round burst.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
You
it's
have- yeah, 'cause
it's
you have-
expensive.
You have short, which is in a cone, and then you have heavy, which is everybody, including your friends.
Yeah, I have also
We're just
electric
SO.
ammo if I need to.
Since it's almost 9:30, do we want to call it here?
I think we're trying. I want to
We're
get to the
finishing-
end of the
Yeah.
planning period, and then we'll
Yeah,
we'll
we're
start the next
finishing the
game
planning
with
period.
day one entering the
Entering
Yeah.
entering corporate Japan.
Shinji,
Sure.
Shinjutsu.
Shinjutsu.
Shiro Trade and Export. Shiro T&E.
So, for those things, could I kind of mask myself as an import export person to try to like?
Yeah, you could because arms is still import export.
Okay.
You're usually the one doing the exporting because you're from America.
Yeah, I just.
Yep.
I don't want to get too much of a stretch. I just want to see what
Well,
was
you
in the
can
realm.
also present yourself as a tech developer.
I want to.
I 100% can help you with that.
Yeah, well, we can do both.
Yeah.
Because he's like I used to work in Japan and all these other things,
Yeah.
and so he'll probably set himself up as someone trying to export probably import crude into Japan.
To be fair, Japan is beyond that point now. They are almost entirely electric.
You're not for oil.
So
Yeah, but you need like
in Pam.
for like petroleum jelly, like for byproducts.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, 'cause
okay,
you use it
for
for
plastic. Yes.
everything.
100%.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are
yeah.
correct.
No,
You
not
are.
not not not
I
not
was
for
thinking the
not as a
fuel-
fossil fuel
Yeah, you're right.
as
what's,
byproducts.
petroleum. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. You said crude. My brain went straight to oil.
It's
but
100%
you are
fine. Yeah.
100% correct.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna set myself up with the local people. I don't even know what the words are, man. Try to like get myself a tour of the facility so I can understand if I want to bring my business here.
Okay. Persuasion.
Okay.
'Cause
I am not purchasing, so this wouldn't make me favored, right?
you are not purchasing.
That's totally fine.
Just in case.
Give me a second. I have one.
Oh, okay, good.
It's a 19.
That's a 6.
Yeah. No.
We've seen that number a lot tonight.
Yeah, we have. I've rolled a nice amount of 16s, 19s. I'm gonna spend a possibility. We're not keeping it.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, mine is
You
electric
can't.
ammo because I can make it non-lethal.
I'm teasing. Because you keep asking. You want me to corrupt.
I can only ask that if
33
you're in
Plus
Aurora.
10.
Yeah.
So plus 10 is fine. I'll stay with a plus 10. That's a total of 20.
Okay. Yeah, no, they sound very happy. They're going to give you the VIP tour.
Ooh, fantastic. Okay, yeah, we'll set it up for whatever time you want. What time do you
Yeah,
want us to go in?
It's up to
They
you.
will tell you.
So I have to report to work at, I assume, Japanese Standard Time, so probably 8 o'clock in the
6
morning.
o'clock in the morning?
Well, IT does it different in
I
Japan.
know.
But yeah. So, or whenever. I mean, it
I'll
doesn't matter
probably
to
show
me.
up at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm an owner of a
they're
company.
telling you,
Yeah, make it so that you
no
have
arms,
lunch.
just because it makes people nervous.
Yeah.
They recommend not bringing a cell phone because they will confiscate it at the front desk.
Completely understandable.
You can probably give it back on the way out.
Yeah, they'll give it back on the way out, but no cell phones are allowed within
Yeah,
the
so
facility.
Pan Pacifica, every company gives out Zuzus, but they're tracked, whereas ours are untracked. They're hacked Zuzus.
By the Delphi Council.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. I'll stash them nearby, so we can still pick them up. I got a bunch of gear.
But yeah, they let you know ahead of time. And it's like, we understand that traveling in Japan can be difficult. Please do not bring weapons with you, as our corporate agents are more than capable of protecting you while you are within our facility.
Actually, he'll rent a car and keep the car with him. Well, he doesn't have to stash his stuff anywhere. He's rich.
We don't have to rent a car. We have a car.
I know.
He doesn't want them to know that that's his car.
Oh, that's fine. All right.
He'll show up as a
Sure.
businessman.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
He'll
And
get a
that
Delphi- he'll
the
get-
hull projector would work even if you weren't wearing the armor. Just
Yeah.
letting you know. You do. You do. You.
Oh. he's gonna wear the armor. He's
Yeah,
gonna keep
that's-
Cassandra on.
It's whatever you feel
We'll see what happens. Guns are my religion.
literally.
In this case, yes.
Yeah, he leaves. He's
Picture-
leaving Bessie
Yep.
at home. He's taking Cassandra.
I just keep picturing Bill as Senator Armstrong now, for some reason.
Senator Armstrong.
Yeah, from Metal Gear Revengeance.
Oh, see, I totally meshed American culture with Major Armstrong,
Oh,
and I just thought of Major Armstrong in Congress going, "Your bloodline is weak. You must know the art of democracy." And like literally, my brain was like, "Yeah, that's totally plausible," and just went with it.
I was thinking of President Terry Crews.
Oh yeah, President Camacho.
Hector Alonso Camacho III. Mega porn star. WWE champion. That's what he was.
Yeah, no, yeah.
President of the United States.
I love how they wear their jackets too. Vice president.
Well, they have, it's a neoprene,
Yeah,
like nylon.
yeah.
And
They're NASCAR
Because
jackets.
he doesn't wear that. He has, it's like a flag shirt. That's what Camacho
Yeah, no,
wears.
Camacho wears the flag shirt,
but
yeah.
his cabinet, yeah,
Yeah,
they-
his
that- they
cabinets
wear
with
the-
the- yeah, the
And
cabinets
then they
are-
have the hubcap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
'Cause
I'm the
Gatorade.
sports guy. Yeah, Brondo.
Brondo.
Brondo has electrolytes. What plants crave. I love her.
I hate it so much because I've met people like that.
Sarah, her name's Sarah something.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. I love her.
That's what the plants crave.
Yeah.
It's because what she does.
I ain't never seen toilet water's what's in the toilet. I don't never seen no plants growing out of the toilet. Hey, maybe you're the smartest guy in the world. Well, maybe I am. So there's the Secretary of Interior who won a contest. God, I love
Okay.
that movie.
It's unfortunately relevant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So all planning is done.
All planning
Guys
seems
are
to be done.
ready for your grand entrance.
We're ready for our grand entrance. You ready for our sellout?
No.
Okay, just saying.
I know. You're not done with this
No, we're not.
act.
Yep.
Nowhere near.
Okay.
Oh. Where did I put it?
Check underneath your thingamajig
It's
over there.
back here.
Oh, right there.
There it is. We're organized, I promise.
Like high
Anyway,
schoolers.
so thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to head through the gift shop on your way out to pick up some fantastic Fellowship Gaming loot. And have a wonderful night.
Don't forget to subscribe.